can find leads through Breathe, through Wei in that early game, and LP and Lumal, they have been able to stabilize themselves out in the early game.
The Shy is also a fill player.
Team identity that
you see that?
Can stick
you can put him anywhere, he will carry. They have no top laner. He can play every role.
So far, and we'll see if they can do that against the Shy, though. Because the Shy is a wild card, and I feel like every time you talk about the Shy on broadcast, it really can go any way. Like, he's a player that is permanently inconsistent, kind of in a good way, almost. I don't know, it's a strange one with the Shy.
Check 100 Thieves.
He's a player that, whether it's his...
Yeah, what happened to 100 Thieves? I thought with Quid they would do well, but they're just griefing or what?
Those plays always get a little bit...
Fill player?
Always get a little bit crazy. And you can never quite count him out of the situation. So obviously it'll depend.
They have Sunday closer double lift. I thought they would be like minimum
still focus up towards that top side
4.
Because, I mean, across the Shy's history as a player,
Quid is a fraud.
Focused him. That's kind of his whole thing, is that the jungler will try and gank.
What is this video? You will never do anything remarkable.
A more iconic duo, the Shy and getting ganked in the LPL. I'm sure there's nothing more iconic. Maybe LPL and winning World Championships. Who knows? Who knows? 2023, it's looking pretty
Why
good
all the videos you guys
China,
linking just depressing?
Bringing it back to the Shy's conversation, you know, he blessed us with the Quinn top lane versus Renekton in their most recent series up against AL. And the Shy, he's been experimenting with some freaky champions. It's the Rumble, it's the Quinn, because of this rise in priority in the blind
It's not depressing, it's inspiring. Really? My throat hurts.
A bit of inconsistency in that lane phase, it might explode out of control.
So what you're telling me is Kalista...
Will you watch Oppenheimer on the 21st of July? Yep.
Because I remember the Shy playing a lot of Kalista top.
Breathe, you're gonna get rolled top lane, just so you know, buddy.
I'd be all over that if the Shy still wanted to experiment.
It's Wei versus Wei.
Wei is
V1, Wei is V2.
If you practiced it, sure, bring it out. I don't know if you want to bring something out that you're not sure about.
Tango and Fraud getting exposed by Zhao.
We are in Shanghai.
LP Fraud getting exposed by Light.
We'll see how confident RNG are feeling. I feel like this is a team that, again, all
here comes the biggest fraud, Lamel.
Themselves. This is very much a rebuild for the organization.
By Krispy Kreme.
Players with something to prove on the roster. Lamel, you know, after going to MSI as the sub for BLG, joined this RNG roster in the summer, has had a reasonably decent split for himself. You know, he's not topping the table.
Here come the goats. Here come the goats.
Better than,
here they come.
Better than when he got knocked into.
Get the lights ready. Weibo.
Yeah, you see the veterans.
Here come the goats.
Kind of, not tainting, that's not the right word. Bouncing off the rookie players of this new RNG roster. Where we also have to talk about how, once again, it's Xiaohu versus Wei in the head-to-head. They both share 4 titles with each other throughout the spring of
the Shy.
2021 and 2022. So it's
there he is.
Really interesting because we know
humble. He looks a bit sad. Hopefully he just stomps the game quick and goes home.
So the early game is
Wei.
kind of
Don't grief me.
And given how our first 2 series
Zhao, my man. Okay, yeah, Tristana yesterday or the day before, that was disgusting. Let's focus up, buddy. Don't look at my Malzahar and say that was disgusting. Look at your mid lane. Light. No flashing forwards against Raven to kill their support and trading gold. Don't do that. Krispy Kreme, no hook champ today. No hook champs allowed. No Nautilus, no Blitzcrank, no Thresh, no Pike, no hooks. Okay. I've seen those hooks. I could do a hook better upside down with a backwards mouse.
Like you say,
good draft as well. Give me good draft.
More and more bloody and more and more aggressive, and it has been paying off. JDG, BLG, they love to dominate lanes.
Let's go. Start the draft.
Transition those advantages into neutral objectives. We'll see how the draft is going to go because that is going to determine everything.
Do the shot. Do the shot. Do the bang.
Kai'Sa very likely to just be banned out. We've seen a lot of red side bans on
okay, no bang. They changed it.
Deny that pick coming on through. But we've got 2 quite talented AD carries stepping up. Light and LP, I feel like 2 AD carries that have always been like under the radar when it comes to like who's your top 3, who are the big names in the LPL. Light has certainly made arguments for it, especially when he was on LNG. But both of them still never quite been in that upper echelon. I'd love to see them pop off today, try and prove themselves.
And talking about Light and LP, I think the word that instantly comes to your mind is stability, and at least they can reach to that mid.
They can't do the shot that they got fined by Chinese media. Really, they can't do it anymore. I like that. That was like I'll do it then. There you go. Game start.
Coming into this game, because if you kind of take a look at RNG's losses, it is through a bit of a scrappy team fight from Lumal and Wei, and this goes back to their series loss up against BLG, where honestly, credits to RNG for taking every single early game away from
RNG Lamau.
is considered
Okay, now show the Shy social media.
best early game team that we have in
Show me the Shy social media. What did you eat today? I ate a biscuit.
Panic team fight engages from Lumao in particular, where they just weren't able to close out the game.
WBG the Shy, my man.
The series over to BLG. On the other hand, we have people like Crisp, where in the current meta, I mean, he's great on champions like the Rel, but we've seen him also play champions like the Alistair, where it is a bit of a new
Where's
meta.
your plant?
I don't know what
He's
to
right
say
there.
about this, but
he's got a new
kinda
child.
more like
Zhao Hu,
Gaming,
oh
they have
whoa.
great drafts, but at the end, the execution sometimes isn't there, and that has to be consistent if they want to secure the 6th position.
It certainly does. And I've got to say, I feel
You know
like
what I don't
this
understand
one's
about
gonna
these
get
XCD
this.
modes?
Like,
Why is
the more I
PPX?
think
It's
about
upside
this
down,
matchup,
but
the
it's
more
not
I think about this
XPP.
series.
It's just upside
There's
down
no two
XCD.
ways
So
about
why
it.
is
This has to
PPX
get
not
this. I mean,
XPP upside down?
RNG,
I don't get it.
in their last 5 series,
See, there's just
have
some
gone
things
to
I don't
3
get.
games. They took BLG to 3 games, but then they were taken to 3 games by Anyone's Legend and lost that series. They were taken to 3 games by TT. Them and NIP, absolute banger of a series, by the way. Week 6, NIP.
Imagine
RNG,
just being
go
a
watch
league
that
frog
one.
and not
If
knowing
you're
anything
bored at some
about
point later
7TV
today.
and coming
Really
into
good
my
series.
chat and seeing
But
just
RNG
3-letter
and WE
combos
as well,
non-stop.
All 5 of these series going to the distance. And I fully expect that today, because I feel like neither team is massively consistent. Neither team is consistently
used to be
able
me.
to find those win conditions or
That used to be
and
me.
find those opportunities coming out of the draft. So we'll have to see. I'm just excited to get into it because I feel like there are so many storylines flying around. I feel like we've been talking about this matchup for so long at this point. I just want to see some League of Legends, and here we go into the draft.
Okay, draft time.
Game 1
LeBlanc
of
ban,
this
please.
series between RNG and Weibo Gaming. We already see 2
Give
of
Kai'Sa
Weibo's
first pick,
champions
trade it for
taken
Tristana.
away as a Sejuani and
Or
the
vice
Royal
versa.
Jungle, perhaps as a flex, has also been denied away. While, I mean, it's going to be really exciting to see the mid-jungle dynamic between...
Can I get an
Weibo and
07
Gaming
for
and, of
Threads?
course, up against
Wait,
Weibo
is
and
Threads
Salma,
dead?
Because the carry potential is in different positions.
Threads
Wei
dead?
is also often seen as that person who's willing to carry and take the charge, while on the other hand, Weibo Gaming, Weiwei is a
Any
great
ban. Why don't they
facilitator
ban
that allows
LeBlanc?
Jungle to shine.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Focus towards Sanguine started off.
Are we playing
instant
Tristana
lock-in
Poppy
for
into
the
LeBlanc?
Been
I'll allow
taken
that.
away from him.
Get
Nico
Poppy.
taken away from him, but he's comfortable
Poppy
with this
Kai'Sa.
pick.
Poppy Kai'Sa.
He does
Poppy.
leave Tristana open and Kai'Sa. That is a hell of a rotation for Weibo to start the draft.
We've seen a lot of Tristana for LeBlanc trades in the
Bro,
recent
where's
weeks,
my
but
Poppy
that
at?
also means the Kai'Sa
Where's
gets
my
locked
Poppy
in
at?
more light.
Yo.
This is going to be a real challenge because that was one of my critiques
Where
for the side
is
of Weibo
my
Gaming,
Poppy
but
at?
I'm sure they're more than happy with the draft so far, with them Renekton getting locked in, being considered. We've seen the Viego and LeBlanc quite often as a duo.
Okay,
but
Viego,
the
Renekton.
problem is you need to have a very hard.
We can pick
hitting
top here, but I
support
like
that
Poppy.
can
I like
provide
Poppy.
those
We can flex it on
engages.
red
So
side.
Lumao's
3-pick Poppy,
position
Worth
LeBlanc,
my
Viego,
support.
Renekton.
very high.
Much love, bro.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, Lumao. Crucial.
Aloha.
Crisp both.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Sports that have certainly been
Don't pick Jax.
massive
Don't pick Jax.
moment makers in their previous teams.
Why
Lumao
do you pick
when think about
Rakan?
JDG, massive player, Crisp.
If you're gonna pick something on 3 here against
on
LeBlanc, you pick
FPX back in
Nautilus.
2019. Feels like a long time ago now, but
Now you have to ban what?
dominant
Nautilus,
player in his
Leona,
time
Rel,
is gonna
Alistar. Oh,
have
Rel's banned.
that Rakan.
Nautilus,
And I feel like
Alistar,
Crisp has been
Leona.
consistently
Why don't they
really
pick
good
Nautilus,
support
ban
throughout
Brown?
the
Let
years.
them
Like,
play Rakan.
You know, it's a long time since he
Look
won
for
the World
Poppy on
Championship,
4.
But I feel like he has maintained.
You said no
his
hook champs?
form
Oh yeah,
over
true.
the years
Crisp on
to an
Nautilus. It's
exceptional
cringe.
level.
Yeah, I mean, Chris is definitely one of the most standout players in
Bro, where's
the
my
side
Poppy
of
at? I'm so
FPX's
confused.
entire roster. Honestly, that entire FPX roster was just such a pleasure to witness, especially Doinby. I miss him so dearly. But coming back into this,
If they ban
fan
Poppy
phase,
now, I'm
4 and
molding.
5, the supports are going to get taken away. Like you said, I mean, the engage is going to be extremely crucial for Lumao to make up as that lack of front line.
I'm
But we'll have
just
to wait
a
and see. We still have champions like the Alistair
memer.
available. We have seen
My
Lumao pick that up
life
as well.
away.
But Weibo Gaming, they're most likely going to save this counter pick
What
for
are they
the
gonna ban?
Shy.
Ivern,
And I'm
Maokai?
just wondering if we're going to get a Cassante. Oh, I mean, we had the Renekton getting locked in, but I'm wondering if we're going to get a Quinn or Rumble as that final response.
Yeah, we'll have to see. The Shy, we have seen the Quinn from him. It was a win, so I'd be here for it. We'll see. Whether or not they need 380 carries on the roster, though, for the side of Weibo, that's a different question. Blitzcrank taking off the
What
ball
happens
away
if they
from
just
Lumao
4-5
here.
like Draven, Leona or
It's,
something? Isn't it?
The Rakan denying the Zaya by
Isn't it
default
annoying as fuck?
at this stage. Could be a double tree ban, even, honestly, from the side
Hmm.
of RNG if they want to get rid of Something like
The
the
Zaza
Malachi as
bends.
well. And there it is, the double tree. Deforestation.
Oh,
on the
yes,
side
we
of
got
RNG.
it.
I wonder if they just
Mama.
lock in the poppy here, because although you lack some
The
sort
game
of
is
AP jungle,
won.
the Kai'Sa is more than happy
Right,
to
now we
make
go
up for
Rumble on
that.
5.
It is going to get locked in as we have the LeBlanc.
We go Rumble on 5, boys.
Don't look up Kai'Sa Thea Count XDD.
Sure yet. We have seen the Shy also
Rumble
play
on
the matchup
5.
into the Renekton
Game
in
is
previous
won.
weeks. We'll have
What
to
other
be-
AP
we'll have to
junglers
wait
could you
and
play?
see.
There's
The
none,
RNG
right?
now looking at
I'm
their
just
bottom
scared of...
lane
Yeah, Draven
options.
Leona. Oh my
Zai could
god,
be
man.
considered,
Or
the
Draven
Draven would
Alistar.
also
Like,
be
it's just
great,
fucking
but
cringe, isn't it? What are we
that
drafting?
does mean it's feast or famine for LP in this game 1.
Certainly would be. It's all-out aggression across the board, honestly.
Oh my god, Draven
locked
Emilio is
in
even
here.
worse.
Oh, Emilio. I feel like Emilio fell off
Mama.
of a mountain, didn't he? I can't remember the... Like, Emilio just feels like he went from first pick, first ban to barely
Oh
ever getting
shit,
picked
please,
these days.
please, please,
Could
mama.
be good with the Draven, though. Does give you the extra range on the axis.
I swear,
gives
if
you
we're
the
last
burn
picking
as well.
Gragas here,
Can be
I'm
fantastic for
done.
dominating the
I'm
laning
done.
phase. LP and Lumao.
Don't
gonna
pick
go
Gragas,
for the
please. Come on the
double
side.
range
Brain on.
bottom lane here. Leaving Light and
Okay,
Chris
Jax.
to kind of struggle through the early laning phase you'd expect.
Fine.
There's a reason why Milio kind of disappeared from the meta, and I feel like it's mainly because people realize this champion gets easily countered by AoE.
Cassante?
As Nico,
Please don't play
Rakan,
Cassante,
all
man.
these champions just get
Oh
onto
shit, ads ran.
Milio's face, and he's pretty much inescapable when you do get into those sticky situations. It's the Cassante getting locked in for top lane. He should be fine. Top lane is going to be a relatively even matchup for the time being, but my eyes are definitely going to be on this bottom side. Like you said, LP needs to get
The
ahead
ads ran already?
early on
Perfect.
this Draven or WBG Gaming. They're just gonna eat away at those towers.
Perfect.
We certainly are. I've got to say, I'm looking at mid lane, and it's not just because
I don't know
it's
if we can do
Xiao
variety
versus
today. This
RNG.
series started at
It's
almost
also
3 o'clock. It was
Tristana
supposed to start at
versus
1
Top Lane.
o'clock.
You
XPP.
expect heavy trade.
We'll see how long
in
the
that
series
kind of
goes on
matchup.
for.
Xiao having the counter pick against his old team, against the player that has replaced him.
But
And
we'll
taking
do
it-
so much
this is
variety
his
next week,
first
worst
year
case.
in the LPL.
Wait, is there any
The fact that
shit
he's
games this weekend
had
where we can just
so
do
long
variety instead?
until finishing off the year
La
against
la.
his, you know, the player
Sandbox
he's
KDF,
replacing.
Hanwha Life,
Right,
bro.
very end
Bro,
of the summer
maybe
split,
tomorrow we just do
and
variety
with
all day.
seeding on the line. This feels like a
Maybe
huge
tomorrow's a
moment
variety
for
day.
Tanguyen to show us what he is made of, to show us that he is a worthy replacement for the Emperor of Spring.
And then we hate Watch OMG on
Like
Sunday.
you said, playoffs is at the stakes for this best of 3, and we have spicy drafts coming in for this game 1. Shiv versus Shiv could be what the middle lane is going to look like, but Tristana is supposed to be the favorable matchup up against Tanguyen in this LeBlanc as the most critiqued player of Spring. He has to show up against his old mid laner of RNG.
We'll see if he can, and we'll see how Xiaohu is feeling up against RNG as well. He's got the Tristana.
Let's go.
He's got a great matchup for himself. Feels like the
Let's
tools
go.
are there and available.
It's time.
But
Quick
Weibo
2-0.
have been
Get more wins than OMG or
inconsistent.
whatever, and then
Here's the
go
Gyos
into Dom's
come in.
chat, flame him a bit. Happy days. Happy days. Jayo.
A lot of support out
Come on.
here. Oh. Got some bonus Gyos coming in. A lot of support on both sides. Not surprising
Okay,
at all.
what's the
RNG,
plan?
always a house favorite,
Hit that rat. He
regardless
wards your
of
red.
who's on the roster. And then obviously, I mean, when you look at Weibo, they've got so many legendary players.
When will you
within
play
their
Welcome to the
ranks
Game
that
2? I think we'll play it
anticipate
tomorrow,
fans
maybe.
Every single time. Let's talk game plan, Kitty, here. There's everything on the line for these two teams. Loom out has to back away as late invade coming out. Weibo going to drop a ward on the red buff. Let's talk game plans of how this early game should be played out. We'll start
Ward
with
their
RNG.
red back. Nice.
Because if you look at RNG's team composition, it's relatively
Ward their red
straightforward.
back,
As
good.
Tanguyen, we've seen this champion do
let's go,
extremely
man.
well in the hands of Yago, where you have to be
Hello,
slowing
Caedrel.
down
Let's
on
the
those
shy
sideline
cook.
towers as you pick up the Shiv. But Viego has been
Let's
a
the
champion
shy
that
cooks.
we've not too sure on in terms of how he fits into the current meta, because we've seen it pop off in the hands of Tarzan or Jie, but it does require you to full clear in the early game, while Weiwei, this game 1, he's on the Poppy, and Poppy, what he does, or what she does best, is forcing those flashes and forcing these ganks with that Hex Flash in hand. So as long as you're able to really spot out Weiwei across the entire map with these wards, which has been set down at each other's red
Okay.
buff, I mean, RNG, they just gonna dip their heads in until that first item spike.
Let's go, man. RNG way, red crux into enemy blue. Like, is he high? Here comes Way to till stop Way.
Beeline towards this bottom side.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Toying with the idea of moving over as well, but Way decides better of it, backs off.
Now we will fight him on his raptors, maybe.
Scrap just yet, goes back to his chickens.
Yeah, we show him who the real king is.
Follow him into the jungle, but no, just gonna drop a ward in pixel, bro.
This bot matchup is a horror. Nice trade, the Shy. Big one. Oh, and auto attack. You like that?
The Poppy was rotating after Way walked over that ward, over the river, but top lane is getting a little bit spicy. I do still believe that Renekton
Jamada, what's up?
early advantages up against Caedrel. The flash stun!
The people won't be happy until you finish Sekiro's
kill. The Shy walks away on a
But Breathe, you're so weird. Why is he trying that?
Taken away, so's the door and shield. Look at that regen coming through for the Shy.
Look, we'll see who wins that trade later on now.
But I love the killer instinct out from Breathe, wanting to make things happen.
Like, he just does it for points on social media. Like, he's just like, I forced the Shy flash. Great.
And Way walked over
You're so good.
ward over the dot bush, so Way, he is just going to kind of path away from this Viego as RNG.
You're so good.
Mid party and bottom side getting pushed in, so Way, he has to just dip down and trade the blue buffs.
Look, top HP. Look. Can we go camera top?
Way, gonna move over to that blue quadrant as it's Scuttle Crabs. Traded for now, but you see Way is gonna move up to this top side now. Neither top laner with flash available, so it can get dicey. But Tangyuan seems like he has priority in the mid lane on the
fast play.
Way walks over a ward, will be spotted. He can't go for an evade here.
This Poppy is getting tracked perfectly by the side of RNG. Like you said, even Breathe being very disciplined and placing a ward down in the river, just denying all gank opportunities.
Nice knock. Big trade.
Damage
if he proc that passive on Kai'Sa.
Follow that one up.
Trade
but
central.
It's a great little trade. Honestly, Weibo, you're happy with a trade like that? Because
trade central.
At the end of the day, if there's one thing Draven wants to do, it's win lane. So you can win out those trades if you can find big burst damage and get out of there before we can really return it. That's the dream scenario.
I'm wondering what approach of build LP is going to go today. We have seen a lot of Triforces and Essence Reaver as the two different builds, at least first item that the Draven could consider. We'll have to wait and see. Both of them do provide a lot of different stats.
Top is up 7 CS, 6 CS. This is going great. Bot is losing early though, but that matchup is hard.
We do have the Poppy once again on the ward, and I feel like this is something RNG does extremely well, which is...
You can track Way, but you can't track that CS diff in top that's coming in hot.
Gank opportunities, but
look, here it comes.
Going to be about how
boom, 9 CS diff. Look at that.
Team fights, and I feel like LP,
now what?
He is already getting some sort of
the Shy was like rubbing his wrist there. Yo, we good, buddy? We good? Sometimes he gets solo killed because he can't both flash away because it hurts his wrist too much.
He's careful with this,
so we gotta watch out for that.
Because he's going to be most likely AP Kai'Sa. Oh, he got lethal tempo. It's an AD Kai'Sa, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to wait and see for the item spikes.
That could well be the... I mean, the thing is, when you start longsword, you usually think Shiv, but I mean, basically, every AD carry item starts with a longsword, so could still be going towards the Kraken Slayer instead. We'll have to wait and see what Light ends up building on this one. Moving towards his bottom.
Let's flash over the wall.
TP's out of both mid laners into their lane once again as Weiwei tries to move it.
We gotta help him get a base off here now.
On the W, and I think Weiwei, thinks better of it.
He's scared of Wei.
To his jungle.
The warding is just perfect from the side of RNG, and that's exactly what Wei needs to full clear and slowly.
Will it be AD Kai'Sa or AP Kai'Sa? Yeah, I mean, it'll be AP Kai'Sa. If he's playing AD Kai'Sa, he's trolling.
I feel like this is
yes,
a
Cassante, Tristana, Poppy on his team.
If
little bro don't build Shiv.
No one expected Lumon to fifth pick Milio as that final answer, but that is going to kind of sing in the future team fights, because if you look at
the weak side Warlord, aka the Shy.
The true frontline is going to be Breathe, but even Breathe doesn't have reliable CC or AoE to really zone off Weibo Gaming, so they have to play these fights very carefully.
RNG can't stack armor? Yeah, but I feel like plated seal caps value just becomes insane, doesn't it? Nice! Get that guy's flash, get that cringe kit. Expose the frauds.
The rest of the team moving over.
Yeah, don't be scared, Weiwei. Just fucking run at him. Show him who the better way is. Show him the way.
Crisp. Crisp looks for the engage onto LP and the flash from Weiwei.
Get the Draven, get the Draven.
But he walks away. No, the auto
boom! There goes the Draven. Headshot by the jungle bot.
The second LP uses his E.
That's huge.
You see the flash commit
LP,
from Chris,
L2P.
And it lands onto this Draven. A bit of a greedy hold on by the AD carry of RNG.
Oh, Xiaohu, you had to miss that cannon,
he
didn't
ends
you?
up getting first blood.
Give them something back. I respect it.
Phenomenal stuff.
3 flashes for 1, not worth it. Oh yeah, getting the Draven stacks, not worth it. Getting Draven sums, shut up chat, hate watchers. Getting Drake, not worth it. Hate watchers, hate watchers.
Yeah, you see, just the
I'm
Poppy being an
here because I want to watch them
strong
lose. La la
solo
la.
champion when it comes to the early game, but Luma not having his heal available to really help out Wei here. But the important thing is LP didn't flash the initial engage from Crisp, and at the end, I mean, it's just a bit of a greedy exchange as Light picks up the kill at the very end. So losing the stacks as well. I mean, we talked about how this Draven he needs to be ahead
Caedrel,
early.
can you talk in caster mode this game?
It's a really tough one as well because LP even flashing after the slow from Weiwei. So even after the flash, he's still slowed.
Top CS,
and that
look.
CS advantage that was picked up by LP, as well as all of those stacks, now kind of mitigated by the fact that Light gets first blood, 400 gold. He is headed towards that static shift to start us off, so perhaps will be the AP Kaiser coming through after all.
Here's the link of the iconic
He's fine.
2v2 in the top side.
Shy in trouble, flashes out to safety along with his W.
He's
He'll
fine.
get out of there. Summoner burns, but he keeps his life, and that's the most important thing.
Relieves pressure bot there, that was really good.
Alive, the Shy is a happy the Shy as way. He is just
Look
going
at this
to
jungler
put
camping
some extra
top.
pressure with the Rift Herald up and available on the map right now. They
Where's
get the
Weiwei?
pick ward for the side of Weibo Gaming as Weiwei starts
He's
this
just
one
starting
up.
Herald.
Xiaohu has complete mid control, so he
Krispy
gets
Kreme,
first
can we
move.
go top?
I'm assuming one of the supports should
Oh my god,
honestly
doesn't check
move
the
over
push
as
for a
well,
ward.
unless they think it's no need as,
Let's go, man.
this Draven's still relatively decent in the
1
lane,
month
picking
since
up
I
those
started
plates.
new job.
They got
1
pushed
month
off Herald.
They've
since
still
last
got a good
reset.
matchup, right? They're
Feels
still
old
going to
man
be pretty
time
comfortable in the
flies.
2v2. Having that range advantage thanks to the cozy campfire.
Ah ha ha.
Everyone jumping on forwards. I think that was a Hex flash from Weiwei. I think his flash was already on good, and then
Looks so
Tanguyen
weird.
obviously flashing out.
That looked like a flash, didn't
Attempts
it?
there, but Tanguyen, great reactions to know that's happening.
Not gonna lie, that was a really scary jump scare from both the Yordles of Weibo Gaming, but once again started up by the side of
Oh, it was
Weibo
LeBlanc
Gaming.
flash.
For this Rift Herald, that is exactly what you need when you
I
lock
saw
in the
LeBlanc
start
R
of
though, I
position.
thought she didn't
Get
flash.
these plates early on, take down the mid tower as fast as possible, and then rotate this Tristana towards the
Perfect
side
Herald.
lane and really utilize how
Let's
she
get that
slides
Herald to
with
bot.
that
Why doesn't
back
Weiwei
and
base
forth
on
in her
Herald?
pockets as
He wants
well.
Kruggies.
We'll have to wait and see because
Top
now
gap.
Weiwei does
Nice,
have
we
that
spot
available.
Viego with that.
And it feels, to be honest, like it's not often I say this. It feels good to have a fairly quiet early game here. It's actually, yeah, spotted. And then suddenly,
Oh Jesus!
I did ult, I knew it. I knew it. He ults on the spot.
Face, like, oh my god.
I think he
Never
misclicked
seen
flash,
such
you know. I
surprising
think he was
yordles
fine
in
with
my
ult.
life.
The scary
he'll
thing
survive
is
it. Great reactions. Great reactions.
Yeah, because the scary thing is, Weiwei didn't even complete his Hex Flash yet. He only saw Xiaohu jumping in, and he already committed the flash. He knew Weiwei started the Rift Herald, dragging along the aggro, and he just was extremely disciplined and not being afraid to use that flash. As you are LeBlanc, you have 2 dashes inbuilt into your kit, so it's not going to be as much of a trade-off compared to someone like LP on this Draven, who still has a lot of room to go for those skirmishes.
Fuck, let's go, man.
Certainly does breathe. Crashing a wave in on the
3
top side.
months
Shiny doing
as a
very well
rat
in CS,
XDD.
actually. If he'll be able to hoover most of this up, it'll be about 10 CS up. I love the little ult there from LP on the bottom side. He's got 3 plates for himself, clears the wave to make sure that there's no chance of Light answering with any plates of his own, even with the static shift in his inventory. This breed has started to proxy farm at this point. Weiwei with Herald in pocket, but he's on the bottom side of the map right now. Could try and get Light a little bit ahead. Or
Xiaohu
could
got
even
that mid
focus
prio,
towards
baby.
Xiaohu. Do you have a Tristana in mid lane?
And the problem is going to be for the side of RNG with this dragon.
Look where this Renekton is. Does he think he's cool or what? I can proxy the Shy at tier 3. Great, you're useful.
Play of picks and at least a straightforward engage compared to the side of Weibo Gaming, where Crisp and Wei were already linking up for this mid lane.
Comedian. Oh yeah, now what?
Gonna get blown to smithereens. Xiaohu with a beautiful combo. The team on
Holy
board.
fuck, that's the
Herald
boys right there.
Slammed down in the mid lane, demolished Proct as well. That's 3 plates taken now.
Yep.
And a beautiful set piece from Weibo.
And telling you, not having that flash available does mean Poppy with that W available.
Realistically,
she's not
what
going
do
to
you
be able
think
to
are
escape
Fnatic chances
from
to make
that
to top
exchange.
6
with
and
the bottom
perform
lane through
decently to
rotating
make
up, I mean, take all the
worlds?
plates you want, LP, because Kaiser's gonna go back with the 2-0.
There are chances. Yeah, good chances.
Once again, Light grabbing a
Get the
lot of
worlds.
gold out of these plays. And just such a nice combo coming out. Tanguan goes down, Xiaohu grabbing that kill, then Light grabbing the second. It's the perfect target.
Unless they get knocked out in the first best of three, burst to best of threes.
Like you say, LP, yes. He's getting a fair bit of gold himself. He's got a CS lead. He's got 3 plates. Don't know if he'll be able to find a 4th one, though, honestly. As 2 minutes still on the clock for trying to get these plates, but Xiaohu's so good at clearing the waves.
Can we get a moment of appreciation of Crisp's Rakan so far into this game? Extremely clean flash W's coming out of this man and not giving any opportunities to react for the carries of RNG. And this is going to be its 8th game on Rakan in the summer split as well. Most played, but we'll have to wait and see. Dragon getting started up as we have a 5-man rotation coming out of both teams.
Breathe trying to zone away the enemy team here. Weibo got the first Drake of the game.
You can't kill me.
Slow
Shut
down
up.
Soul as RNG going to trade it here. 1-for-1 so far. And it will be a Chemtech Soul for this game. There's Weibo grouping up in the mid lane. They'll get at least 1 plate. They might be able to finish this tower with Demolish with a Tristana here. This tower should go down. A couple more autos will do the trick. And that's with plates still up. They finish the mid-tier 1.
They just want to get the job done. A full-on 5-man ARAM just to get tier 1 in the mid lane. But still, you want to free up Xiaohu from getting constricted in this middle lane and then start working towards those extra tower plates that is going to be provided.
Why have you added that abomination emote? What do you mean? XCP Chomic is a great emote.
Towards there as well.
It's a great emote.
I mean, they're more than happy for LP to be taking up these solo plates in the bottom side because this Tristana is kind of snowballing out of control.
It's a great emote. Stop being a hater.
Certainly is. I feel like we've got many AD carries getting out of control in this game. There's 2 AD carries on the side of Weibo getting out of control, and LP getting all of these plates, having a CS advantage.
Weibo versus EDG on Monday. Another free win for the boys.
That we all know and fear. There we go. Triforce picked up alongside a serrated Dirk. And a Triforce finish for Wei as well, simultaneously. This is actually quite a big item spike across the board. Even though they're down in gold, right now RNG are strong.
And I'm gonna be real, I don't think RNG can give the second Rift Troll over to Weibo Gaming as Xiaohu is just gonna take down this tier 1 top lane tower instantly if that goes over.
Let's go,
but
man.
if you look at RNG's composition, how is Wei realistically going to get his resets? The ultimates are shared out from the RNG teammates. Okay.
Instantly answered. I thought that was gonna be Breathe kind of being baited in by Xiaohu, but I think Xiaohu realizing that
I think they can get 1 shot.
You want, but that Renekton's gonna 1-shot a little Yordle. As Tanguan trying to finish the tower off the Shy. I think he wants this one. Will he be able to find it? No. Surrounded
Cringe
by
to Blanc,
minions
so
here,
much
can't
mobility.
push it. So Tanguan grabs that tower down. Does mean it's a 1,000 gold lead, 3-kill advantage. As we broach the 15-minute mark, I feel like we need to revisit
Caedrel, I made past
compositions
the
because
snack
Herald is coming up. Feels like Weibo have control.
Yeah, and the biggest problem is Tanguan not having that TP available to join in on this fight, while Weibo Gaming, they had that option in the hands of the Shy. But back to my question of how is
he got timed out for that?
Get those resets on this Viego, because you have to consider the fact that this LeBlanc with the static shiv build is a very slow poker,
07.
and she doesn't have the instant burst that can get someone to reset range. So we'll have to wait and see what RNG's execution is, because if LP dies again on this Draven, I think the game is pretty much over if he doesn't get the stacks.
Oh, he wants to Q flash that, you know it.
I love that the Shy is just constantly looking for the scrap against Tanguan. He's not letting him farm
If he offers me pasta, I'll let him speak.
Wants to punish every single step. This way, clears some vision. And that vision control that was garnered by Weibo not too long ago.
How many stacks does Draven have? That's the main question right now.
Deep ward, which I will say, TP available for the Shy. There's a ward behind where RNG would be postured. That can be dangerous with a Cassante.
RNG have been able to kind of slow down the game. Tonga has the TP available.
W, that's fraud.
It's going to be a big trouble. Crisp again with a perfect combo.
Yep.
The
Shy TP just to make sure.
Taken out of
that was a good TP.
And now with the Shy TPing in the top side as well, Weibo want to start the Herald. They want to grab this for themselves. Tanguan trying to answer on the opposite side of the map. I don't know if he'll be able to get a tier 2 though. He's going to reset.
You know, the Shy doesn't get a lot of kill participation. He just likes to be involved. You know, he likes to be close. He likes front row seats. Nothing wrong with that.
Pretty much out of the
He's going to watch Oppenheimer and Bobby on the same day, I can tell, just by his gameplay.
I mean, the link up between the support and jungle of Weibo Gaming for this game 1 is insane, with the Dragon spawning in 1 minute as well.
Xiaohu's even going to be able to get a tier 1 in the top side. This is before Herald was even taken. They're taking objectives around the map here. And this is clean from Weibo. We
gave up bot tier 2 for fun.
Clean games
The Shy likes a
Weibo.
challenge.
Tangyuan at least will answer, does get that tier 2, decided not to reset and at least get something on the map for RNG, and that keeps them in touching distance. 2,000 gold down now, but that Herald's still in pocket for Weibo, so you got to figure out where Weiwei's going
Drake
next.
up in
They
30.
did a great job of tracking the Poppy early. They've got
Big
to keep
fight
that
inbound.
up.
Yeah, now you also have
What
to
is
consider
Xiaohu
the
building?
fact that this is
Caulfield's
going to be
Vamp? Am I
second
high?
going to either teams,
It's like
but
Navori with a little bit of
RNG,
lifesteal or what?
He's going to struggle to get that vision control before Crisp, as he just doesn't have the same type of threat. If Weiwei and Chris decide to link up once again, and that's definitely going to really stagger RNG's major objective stacking, as you're already
Vamp was
seeing
early lane?
in
Oh, yeah.
the game, they're already setting up for this.
Yeah.
But I don't know, RNG very quiet early game, and we haven't seen too much of a proactive call coming out of this roster.
I think the thing is as well, when you're comparing the supports and their ability to gain vision control, like, you've got on the one hand Emilio, who is totally on his own, and then on the other hand you've got Crisp, who's on a Rakan, which already you're super slippery.
Oh, look at
But you
Breed.
get any CC down, hang on. Xiaohu in a bit of trouble here. Breathe.
It's
and
Kolak,
Wei
yo, Kolak,
jumping
and I'll sort it
onto
out.
him.
Ooh, nice
the
knock.
Buster shot hits both of them. And here comes Weiwei to save the day. Yordle patrol.
Here comes
on
Light.
duty. Whirling
Here
down across
comes the
team.
boys.
Weiwei surviving.
Here
His
comes the
target.
W.
Wei goes down as well. And Wei.
No flash Breed
I
as
mean,
well.
This is a masterclass.
I love this
And
game.
the bottom lane of
This is a
Weibo
great
Gaming
game.
are just constantly there first. You see this 2 times in a row now, having that 4v2 numbers advantage. You're looking for more.
What are these frauds walking up for?
Certainly are. LP and Lumao backing away from this one as the Herald drop down.
The Shy solo kill!
This would be
Hey,
the final tier
solo
one.
kill!
Taken across the map.
Tangyuan
Here
died?
is they're gonna go for
Yeah,
a dive
it doesn't
here.
make sense, does
Lumao's
it?
gone, and that means LP is on his own.
And the
He's
Shy
quick,
solo
though.
killed that LeBlanc.
Gonna walk away for his
You
life.
saw that?
How did Tangyuan die in top lane against the Shy? I need a replay.
We didn't have to say the
because
against the Shy part.
bottom
Like,
have gone as worse
it's
as
more like,
possible
how
outside
did the
of
Shy
RNG.
pull
They
that
lost
epic
2
play
members,
off?
but
Let's find
they
out.
ended up
Could have
losing
phrased it a bit
3.
better.
I don't know how Tangyuan ended up getting locked down by
Could have phrased it a little bit better.
And I've got to say, Weibo, after every single
3k
series
gold
they
lead.
play,
Solo kill for the Shy.
being so
Weibo is
messy,
flying.
being so all over the place recently. The fact that they're consistently going into 3-game series as well. And then they come in today. Well, like, what a performance. It feels like
Observers,
everyone
just
is
the
firing
Shy
on
haters,
cylinders.
or what?
It's the replay. It's got to be top lane, right? No! We still will never know.
The Shy haters.
Surely we'll get a replay after this skirmish because it
Hey,
is just
hey,
numbers
hey,
advantage.
hey,
Like
hey,
Lining,
beat
Chris
connect.
Lining
Yo,
from
can we get a
2 straight away
fucking
on this
observer
one.
check?
Once again, pulling off the clean flash
It's
W
I will
just to
dominate on the
get
fucking
rid of
spectator
Wei before he
client.
finds his
I will
reset.
dominate on the
Onto
PC.
Weiwei.
He's fucking
We do have
sure replay of bot fight again. Don't show that solo kill by the Shy.
Topside needing to use
Why is
ult.
Dom
We'll
fucking
never find
get him out? Someone
how
kick him out of the
Tangyuan
control
died
room.
into side lane. But even so, I mean, this LeBlanc
That's
is really
cringe.
struggling to find the same type
That's
of
cringe.
influence compared to Xiaohu on this Tristan, and that's double 80 carries available to
Yeah.
threaten Baron.
And that's the big question we had coming in today is, can Tangyuan have a big influence on the game when his Annie is banned away? And instantly we saw Weibo coming in,
Good thing they didn't ban LeBlanc, I was wrong.
The Ari
Gives us
hasn't
free win
been
on
the
LeBlanc.
same kind of priority ever since the stack.
Come on, please don't throw this game.
And it feels like Tangyuan's struggling to have the same influence. Now, I will say, he's had a lot of presence on that bot lane. In the side lane, like, manages to get the tier 2.
Oh yeah, there we go. We kicked Dom out of the
this is
observer
what
room.
happened up top.
So Tangyuan already has his W distortion on cooldown.
Oh, he
So
predicted it!
dashes
Oh,
into
that's
the Q3.
gorgeous.
The
He
Shy
predicted.
predicts Tangyuan's dash and then uses the all out to finish out on the job. Where is
Shut up,
Tangyuan's
haters.
final
Shut up.
distortion
That was
from
clean.
far? I mean,
That was clean.
The Shy absolutely smurfed on him. That was gorgeous. Like, I know that there's a lot of people complaining about Cassante, but like when it's used like that, the Shy managing to out
That was clean.
LeBlanc and
Still solo killed by Squidward.
the way that
What the
Tangyuan
fuck?
was
My
gonna
my
play. It's not
audio
even
just
like
went to the
Tangyuan
bottom.
was low
Yo.
at the start of the play. That was all just the Shy immaculate
Fixed.
gameplay.
Yeah, reading Tangyuan to a T with even the final prediction of Tangyuan's only escape, which is through the wall, but the Shy flashes over preemptively and prepares for that. I mean, that is a really insane 1v1 and huge redemption for the Shy, especially coming off that series from the side of IG. But that's Baron started up for Weibo
Don't be
Gaming.
cringe, LeBlanc. You got rolled.
Yeah, Tangyuan in the bottom side. Both with Ears, Crisp
Please don't fuck this up. 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 Nope, they don't fuck it up. They play it clean.
3 men strong in the river for RNG, but they're going to be outnumbered here if they stick around for this one. Tango with a bomb on his head as well. As they will retreat, but this AP Kaiser is starting to get those resets, is starting to chunk. That's Baron taken for Weibo.
And RNG trying to just get the scraps on
Read
the map
Dom's
with
message.
that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Can they get a
What did he
second?
say?
The Shy is still alive. I don't think that's a tier 2 for the side of RNG. You see, the map is completely dark for RNG to work on.
Might be the best game the Shy has ever played in his life.
Was just such a
Bro,
scrappy
even when
fight.
he's
All
winning,
the
he's still
rosters,
trying to
they
find
were
ways to hate.
split.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, I mean, Tango trying to get a hit on the tier 2 tower. Just runs in the opposite direction the second the Shy shows up, and rightly so after the previous play. Fantastic fight from Weibo. Bait them in by starting the Baron, isolate a player, take him out, and then take the objective. Man. I mean, it's just clean. It's just absolutely clean from Weibo so far in this one.
Ah, dumb. Just can't you just accept when they're playing good to just say they're playing good? You know what? I was wrong. Maybe a contract of apologies
The difference is other
and
than
forgiveness.
the one Ocean Soul going over towards RNG, they haven't been able to secure anything else on the map. And that includes kills. They're currently 0 and 8 and down 4k gold. I mean, yes, they're lucky enough that Tangyuan on this LeBlanc has been able to secure side lane towers, but
Chat's so fake, they were hating the Shy yesterday. Yeah, of course they were. When the Shy wins, they're like, fraud dominate. I knew they were good. The Shy pog you. When he's griefing, they're all spamming Kek L the Shy fraud. Like, they don't have anyone's side. There's no side here for the chat. The real fraud is the chat. They're just bandwagoners.
You've got a real team on your hands there. Moving to the mid lane now for another tier 2. Demolish not available, but I don't think that's going to matter too
But I think the
much.
same thing happens with everyone. If Faker plays well, they say Pog Faker. If he plays bad, they say Kek L Shaker. Like, it's the same for every player.
The wave not there though, unfortunately.
They probably write Caedrel Pog when I was playing, and then when I was inting, they put Caedra space L.
Be able to pretty much just open the map for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You see RNG just letting these towers go one by one, but the problem with their composition is that they don't have a force to get onto the numbers advantage. While Tangyuan, I mean, he is still trying his best to push on these sides. But Baron buff in the pockets of Weibo Gaming, someone could just...
When did you play good? Shut up.
And just respond to Tangyuan. But this game, this is the Weibo Gaming that we've been waiting for, and they have woken up in game 1.
8-0 in kills.
Certainly have.
7,000 gold.
All of the tier 2 taken
Soul
out.
Point Baron. They can't throw this.
And if they can bring this format in playoffs, I think
they can't throw this. Let's do a dumb check. Let's see his mold and cope takes quick. While we're waiting.
No, I'm talking about super team with young players, bro. I don't want fucking...
They changed the topic. They changed the topic.
And then...
Overwhelming entrance into the LPL.
They changed
but
topic.
Now, this roster, Xiaohu moving over, the Shy
we check at the end of the game.
Light and Crisp have been fantastic in the bottom lane, and Weiwei has been a phenomenal jungler as well. Like, it does feel like the pieces can come together, and on paper...
Calm down, bro. It's only RNG. No.
So often we've seen it just not really live up to that expectation.
It's a playoffs team that is getting demolished. That's what it is.
Tangyuan, the rest of the team working together so well in the bottom side of the map. Does feel like everything is kind of peachy keen for the time being for Weibo. However, RNG, they love going to 3 games. Their last 5 series have gone to 3 games. Can Weibo finish this in 2? I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. They've not won the game yet, but they are 7,000 gold up. I feel like the odds of them losing at this point, have I just cursed it? I might have just cursed it.
I don't want to be that person, but we've had a 8k gold lead by AL in a previous series up against top esports, and somehow in some world that game still went to top esports.
Flashy.
Oh.
Okay, I would have done the same thing.
Good little blink back from Tangyuan.
Respect.
That's,
now he's going to TP out.
Flash on
Worth.
cooldown. Tangyuan, I don't know if he can get out of this one. You'd expect
I would have done the same thing. Fuck it.
LeBlanc, you can be very tricksy, but look at the mini-map. There are so many players collapsing onto him. Tangyuan,
he's dead, bro.
Now
He's
with
dead.
the Shy joining the fray as well, he's going to be able to find him, and that's distortion on cooldown. Pulls him over to Xiaohu. There's nowhere to go. How do you escape this? The bomb ticking away. And Tangyuan taken out. The replacement of Xiaohu finished
Bring
off by the
back
man
Sword
himself.
of the Occult and leave
Italian
it
just
in.
gets completely ping-ponged
What that guy
around
say?
by the members of Weibo Gaming, but this
Bring,
game...
dude, 30 euros from Balthazar.
Perfect
A
from
30
this
euro
team,
dono.
but
What
he
the
also needs to
hell?
rally that light. He's hit the
Bro,
holy trinity of 3 items.
bring back
on this
Sword of
AP
the
Kaiser
Occult
now.
and Leviathan?
He's gonna start hurting.
Wait,
And
did the
LP
alert
doesn't
pop up on the
have
screen when he
any
donated?
life steal.
Or
Anyone
not?
on RNG has that life steal, so they need to force as fast as possible before these Void Seekers start connecting.
I mean,
No,
the
it
whirling
didn't.
death to try and clear the wave, but the demolition power on the side of Weibo
Why
is
didn't
so
they do
strong.
that?
That's an inhibitor opened wide with Drake coming up onto the map in 50 seconds, Baron 10 seconds after that as well. Feels like Weibo in complete control.
This is a
of
test
everything.
donation for
One thing I will
49.0.
say for RNG is they've got
I
some
did a test
vision
dono and it worked.
around this
Huh?
dragon. Maybe there's some kind of miracle. Maybe they can get into a brush and find a pick before a fight could happen.
Yo, thank you for the 30, man. I can't bring
To
back
be
those
fair,
items.
Weibo
Sorry,
Gaming
little
have
bro.
So many
But they were banger
ways
items.
of executing out this game. You can go for the Baron. You have double 80 carries. Give over this 4th dragon.
Stop
You
saying
have
minus
great
9. It
potions
was a
set up
test
already in that
donation.
Top side, or just straight up look for the 5v5 and end the
Bring
game.
back Deathfire
You don't
Grasp.
need
Agreed.
This final dragon. You seal the deal with an ace, and the game's over.
Ooh, yeah, my
Christmas
man's
found it.
crisp.
And Lumao taken out of the picture. Xiaohu wants a little bit more as he just jumps over the wall. Trying to find LP, flashing forwards for it. His breathe is there alongside
The Shy
Wave.
flash
I
over
don't
that wall
think
too. Here he
LP
comes.
has
Big Shy
enough
play.
bodyguards. 2 just ain't gonna cut it as everyone slams
This is
on
a test.
down. There's 2
Shut
for
up, stop
light.
donating,
As
this
it
is a
looked
test.
for a third as well.
Oh, it was
Breeze's gonna
Balthazar.
turn golden, and you'd expect the team to
But it
give
didn't pop
on
up.
over. Not sure they gave it, but it's a triple nonetheless.
It didn't pop up.
13-0.
Why didn't it pop up?
This is absolute obliteration from Weibo.
Why doesn't the donos pop up when you dono?
Lucky RNG, they had no wave to work off
But
for
the
the
primes
side of
show
Weibo
up.
Gaming after getting full
Oh shit, they got ads.
members
Oh my god, I
of the
forgot about
opposing
ads.
team. They're gonna secure themselves both the
Yo, thank you for the 40
Dragon
euros,
Soul
Balthazar.
and
You're
the
nuts. I
Baron.
really appreciate it.
Most likely gonna
I really
group
appreciate
as
it.
that
Much love,
5
man.
member and just force into the mid lane with such a huge item advantage.
Alright, it's game over.
Let's take another look as Lumao, I think, thought he was safe, but Crisp just flash engage, and then Xiaohu's like, yeah, I'm not done with this one. We've got the numbers advantage. Without that exhaust, he probably just gets the kill on LP then and there.
Can I just say respect to LP taking exhaust this game. I don't know how he managed to get that exhaust onto a Tristana that's sitting on like 600 range, but it still delayed his death quite a lot. But this game is
It's basically a
done and
perfect
dusted
game.
for this RNG squad. And you kind of have to
Thank
go
you so
back
much for
to
40
the
euros, man,
draw.
you're
You
nuts.
Let's
locked
go,
in
man.
the LeBlanc
I gifted
as that
15
first
subs,
pick
but I'm
for
Lord.
the blue side,
Did you?
trading off the Tristana and the Kai'Sa.
No, you
The
didn't.
final
You're
response
lying.
was this Draven, but the Draven got set so far behind in that early game, and I don't know if Milio was the final champion to lock in.
You're lying.
Wei spots the distortion pad.
Thank you for subs.
Behind enemy lines.
Is Tangyuan
Drops
just
his
like
ward
silent
down.
inting? No, he's not even silent inting.
There's a
Is he like just full sending
Wei
griefing side lanes on
area as
purpose?
well. Xiaohu's
Let's
going to
go,
be able to
man.
find them. Jumps into the brush. He's searching.
I forget to resub and I got
They
it with
know
ads in a
where
team
he is.
fight.
Oh,
The
Shy
Shy
sees them.
pops the Scryers Bloom. They're going to be spotted. They're going to be denied their exit. And they will be taken down. Wait with an ult over the wall.
Oh,
He's
the
going
Shy
nowhere.
gap closing
He can't
king.
escape this one. As he moves into the top side of the map. Tangyuan alongside him as well. I said
How
they're going
broken is
nowhere.
Viego?
They're going to the top side. They're getting away
This
with
game
it.
is just
The
Weibo
Shy
chasing
tries
free
to close
kills.
the gap, but there's
Oh
a
my
blast
god, rat,
code.
come here,
When he
rat.
sends him to the other side of the world. He'll be able to get into the brush. They actually both got away with it.
And the best thing is they denied a good 20 seconds away from this Baron buff getting secured by the side of Weibo Gaming. So that is a huge
Don't no one die this
jump
game,
for
please.
this RNG squad without a single member
No one die
dying.
this
But
game.
now here's the problem. Xiaohu has that wave working in, and also mid as well. How are you going to respond to this?
The siege coming through from the side of Weibo. Tower already down to half and will be finished off. RNG, can they find a miracle fight? I feel like they need to actually commit to a fight. We haven't seen RNG just group up and go for it throughout this entire game.
What a game from Weibo.
10,000 gold down. And
What a
they're
game.
bleeding inhibitors. You can't, like... Yes, you're losing the game, but, like, at least try and fight
Oh
them
my
at this
tongue
point.
is so low.
Knocked out of the play once again. Another tower goes down. Nexus
GG.
Tower's bare. And
Not
they're
a
just gonna
single
finish
death.
this game
Not a
off. The
single
knockouts come
death
on through
by Weibo. Not a single one.
Absolutely
Easy win,
destroying
0
RNG.
deaths.
Not a single kill given over
15-0,
Weibo.
baby.
Playoffs form
And
acquired.
he's gone. The king has returned.
14-0 is the scoreline of game 1. Not giving
That's
a single
the
opportunity
boys.
over to this
That's the
RNG
boys.
squad. This is the Weibo gaming that everyone expected, and they are definitely
Yes, sir.
on form.
Yes, sir.
for tonight's
Let's do a dom
series.
check. Let's do a dom check. Ow, 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 ow.
Is
Oh,
over
let's
aggression
go, man.
rather than the other way, you know?
Perfect.
Which
Yeah.
is like the best mistakes to make.
The shy owns your goat, little bro. Get him, boy. No, don't hate chat.
Or taking too many chicken cams instead of rotating. You can fix that
yeah.
in one review. Like you can fix that. You can literally
Okay, it doesn't seem two-faced. Okay, we need one more game then. We need one more game.
Xiaohu over the moon. And like, that's how you'd expect everyone to be feeling off the back of game number 1. And then it cuts to a shot of Xiaohu just like stone-faced, not a single emotion available. Like, Weibo, they know the series ain't done yet. They know
The shy fans, keep calm and carry on.
Carry on! It's Brit!
Hell yeah.
We've made it to China!
Yo!
No?
The LED signs are always so impressive from the fans, of course, and you see that the arena is completely.
Okay, give me a good draft. We're back on red side.
Tonight. Game 2 about to
Are we gonna ban
begin,
Annie
and
again
RNG
on
were
3?
expecting a
And they
completely
banned
different
Tristana.
Did you
approach
see the
because whatever you guys
4v5 that
had
happened in
game 1, it
LFL
didn't
versus
work.
BDSA?
No, I didn't. Can you link it to me?
No, they're gonna have to mind the gap. in
Annie
game number
ban,
2.
give
In the
first
early
pick
game, it was a
Kaisa,
jungle gap.
take away
But unfortunately,
Zaya
the rest of
Poppy.
them, it did not work out. And the thing is, like, way
Rakan on
Way
3.
one time.
If they deny,
These are
we
the
counter pick
sentences that are hard to
support.
say. In the river,
They
and then
might get
from that
Renekton,
point
they
on,
ban
game
LeBlanc
just
instead of
flipped
Annie.
completely on its head.
What
RNG
the
just
hell?
everything. So now,
Why?
Game number 2.
Sky's
Star
LeBlanc
and
was...
LeBlanc both going to be banned away.
Maybe it's
And
because they have
Zia,
only
Chase,
Tristana to match it,
Rico
but if they
also
first pick
banned.
LeBlanc...
Annie
If they
taken
first
away.
pick LeBlanc, they can play
Xiaohu.
Zaya
There
Poppy.
are 6 mid laners taken away. Where do you go from here?
Maybe they take away
Kanye
Renekton.
is just gonna go back onto his Annie, which is
I don't know if I like
his
Annie,
most played
Renekton,
champion in
Viego.
summer so
That
far.
sounds a bit annoying.
Sitting on a ridiculously high win rate, might I
But they need to
add,
take
but
Kaisa for sure.
Champions like the Wukong are still up and available for Weiwei to grab away. Champions
Kaisa
like
Renekton?
Cassante are also up for
Kaisa
grabs
Renekton?
in terms of what they prioritize. But I feel like with this Kaisa getting locked in, I mean, they're just looking for a very similar poke comp that we could.
Oh, Sejuani's open.
Again, Sejuani can also be considered here with the Renekton being extremely comfort for the Shy, but I mean, there's just so many champions available. The Zyra Khan's also up for LP and Luma if they want to take that, but it's anyone's game.
It certainly is. I'd love to see
Stop, Sejuani.
locked
Thank
in
you.
for Weiwei, but it is going to be the Sejuani in the end alongside that Kaisa. So very powerful picks. That can't be argued as Wei goes for the Wukong. It's a classic combo with the Annie. Perhaps could go for another priority pick. Maybe your AD carriers can be something that can be pinched quite hard, especially now that the Kaisa's already locked in for light.
Aphelios Wukong. Is it Renekton on 3 for the boy? Renekton for the boy here on 3? Thoughts?
Well, huge comfort just defaulting.
Can we drop mid, or do we have to pick mid?
So far into the summer,
Renekton on 3. Renekton on 3.
Playing front to back for these hyper carries that is going to be provided towards LP, but we'll have to wait and
Jax.
see. Renekton and Jax is still up and available for the top side
Jax.
matchup, as we will see a narrow down of the support champion pool coming into 4 and 5 bans. Champions like the Khan most likely going to be denied away from Crisp. I mean, considering how well he did in that game 1, right? But
Why
champions like
Jax?
the
Why don't they go
Realm
Renekton?
House are also up for grabs.
Look at
Yeah, I
the
feel like
Elder
there's
and
a ton
Baron,
of
it's the
stuff on
4v5
the
Sly
table
versus
still for both teams
Psalink.
No Milio. though.
Weibo. No Milio. I hope we don't see the Milio.
Why was it a
Honestly,
4v5?
after the previous game, I'm not convinced by. To be honest, I feel like every time I see Milio Draven, it's underwhelming. That duo, like, it can be dominant in the lane, but against.
Why was it a
they all know how
4v5?
to play against it. They all know how to dodge it.
He DC'd?
It's going to be taken off the board. I'm looking
Didn't they
towards
pause?
Xiaohu, though. Like, what does Xiaohu pick here? I feel like Syndra is the one.
Why don't
that
they pause?
stands out to me as a big pick, but I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't think it'll be locked in, but
Oh, the pause
Xiaohu
went on for a
is
long
classic
time.
as the Rise. I would love to see a little bit of Rise coming on in. It doesn't really fit the composition. It wouldn't make sense in the meta, but
You're only allowed 10
I'm
minutes
saying
for a
I'd love to see
pause?
it. I think it'll
Jesus.
be Syndra, though. Oh no, Syndra's back.
Nautilus ban, they're trying to force Rakan again.
Okay, Punch, but there's a champion that everyone's completely forgotten for some reason, and that's Ari. Ari is a champion that JDG and Top Esports really enjoy.
Yeah, they're
for their
definitely trying to force
so
Rakan.
Maybe that could be a route for Xiaohu to take as well, and they look and force those mid-game skirmishes and look through those individual.
I think they should ban
picks.
Rakan 100%.
Also can go with
They're
something
crazy if
like
they don't.
the Talia,
But if they ban
where
Rakan,
they're
they
able
get
to
Rel.
play with range. up against the Wukong. And of course, Breathe is most likely going to lock in the Cassandre
Tricky.
or the Renekton as that counter matchup. But we'll have to wait and see. Luma, I have a feeling he's also going to lock in a melee support as well. So Talia might be huge.
Sylas.
Silas.
Are they blinding Malphite top, or are they gonna go Alistar or Aphelios?
Could be very valuable. And like you say, yeah, Alistair.
They should just pick...
We'll see. We'll see how this was going to go.
What if they pick Alistar? They pick Braum. They should go Rakan. They should go Rakan. It's the safest.
Right now. He still looks comfortable, cool, calm, and collected.
I don't like Rel. They're gonna pick Alistar. Why can't we just go Rakan? They could even go Braum here as well.
Good on this Rel pick as well.
And the scary thing is in his entire career
Poppy
history,
top.
he has a total of 29 games. Man is sitting on that
Poppy top. Alistar. Now, Weibo, what's your last pick here, Xiao? Talia? No, it's bad. You don't play any melee mids, do you?
What
does Xiao play here? Galio? I don't know.
He does it. This is the first Poppy game in the summer.
He needs an AD champ, ideally.
Is a much more RNG
Pog, let's go, man.
to execute on looking for those 5v5s.
Is it Xiao Yone? Are we gonna be here for... Oh my god.
Final pick knows the entire enemy composition.
Alright, I'm gonna run ads. If you wanna avoid ads, use your tier 1 on Twitch Prime or get gifted a sub or do something to avoid the ads that you gotta do. I'm gonna run them, you won't miss anything in the game. Okay, what is this? They paused when they're 10k gold up. They paused for over 10 minutes. Then they resumed the game with their Kai'Sa DC'd standing in base. Their Kai'Sa is standing in base, DC'd.
For that top side, synergizing perfectly with Weiwei Sejuani, but
They have a 10k gold lead and they forced the game to be played with a DC'd Kai'Sa.
You don't have so much peel considering that you have an Alistar
In a competitive game. They
They
fight an Elder Drake 4v5.
He has to kind of play both peel and front to back team fights for LP to really pop off in those mid to late game team fights.
They kick him out the pit. They secure it.
They're showing us a very different side of what their meta read is, and with 5 mid lane bans,
Then they TP in the base.
Yone
4v5
is
still.
quite the T because this champion is once
And in a
again
4v5 they
playing
fight
side
them.
lanes.
And I've got to tell you something.
Hook was
that's
a bit wide.
exciting coming into this one, because I was talking about the rise.
They get
as a
Nash.
champion. I was talking about the Syndra, his second most
It's hard to force though. This guy is still DC'd. Their
Their
Elder fell off. They still couldn't end. Their Kai'Sa is still DC'd. And then their Kai'Sa, their observers are, yeah, the Kai'Sa is DC'd. Then they all just run to the base on the Elder spawn. How did Matty die?
Against his old organization.
There's no way my Ashe just got hooked. He ran into a hook. Nice. And he flashes out. Got hit by Lee Sin Q.
Like you said,
Dies.
Weibo Gaming, they need this series
Then they all
win
run it down
up
mid.
against RNG to
4v4.
secure top 6. Let's see if they can
And they
clean it
win.
out with the final touches.
No way they played 15 minutes of a game 4v5 and they won.
Mid-lane matchup, does it? And you've
That's
got
crazy.
a cute little girl in a winter coat with a backpack. Up against,
That's crazy.
Like anime warrior dude, shirtless, abs out, 2 ninja swords in either hand. Like it's not, you know, that's not a fair fight, is it? Realistically speaking.
I'm pretty sure Yone is like possessed by some spirit or demon, as he's already died before. He's Yasuo's older brother, but he's just permanently 18 looking. Who knows?
Yeah, and I know exercise does a lot of good stuff, and also demon possession apparently. But you know, it's
Really
great.
carries so broken.
Being possessed by a demon, from what I've heard. I've not tried it myself, but you know, really good for your complexion. Let's talk compositions here. Let's talk win conditions. See, both
Mods
junglers
Gambit,
start towards
Mods
the top side,
Jamba.
pathing down towards his bottom lane, which is kind of the opposite of what we set up before in the draft when you've got that Jax and the Sejuani. You'd expect the top side, but against that Poppy, it feels impossible to actually play for top lane.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if RNG completely changed their game plan and just focus
Just
in
W
on getting
slide in the
LP
head.
ahead. If
You don't- you're gonna regret
RNG's
that.
composition for this game too.
You're gonna regret that.
LP on this
I'm
appeal
not
is
sure. I
the
think Weibo
only
lose this game.
consistent damage
Like
source.
Xiaohu
You
Yone,
can rely on
something
what
about this
his
just
appeal
doesn't
is
rub me the
and
right way. Let me have a look at
of
Xiaohu's
course,
Yone
Xiaohu,
all time.
I mean, he needs to look for mid priority before Xiaohu picks up his Berserker Greaves.
Xiaohu.
And starts bullying the Annie out. And
All
then start
time.
rotating and putting pressure onto Light and Chris.
He has
for the
a
first 6
whopping
levels.
0 games on Yone. Okay, great.
Get out of that lane at all.
First time in Yone in my series.
And like you said, needs to get the boots before he can really do much.
He's been playing for
looking at the
7 years. His first time in Yone.
Wei had complete vision, complete knowledge of what Wei was doing on the map.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a horror day.
Pretty much track
please, 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 please,
and then it all went the way of Wei.
please.
Might be Tangyuan caught out this time as Wei moves into the mid lane, but Tangyuan should be able to walk away with his life on this one.
They do have complete knowledge of Wei on the red buff, so with Tangyuan leaning towards there as well. Wei wasn't confident enough to kind of commit to this, but we see the Sejuani bullying.
Wei versus Wei for the Raptors. Which way will the Raptors be pulled and which way will get the Raptors?
No, but he's got enough presence to keep Tangyuan there, apparently. It's Crisp moves
Oh,
over.
he W'd it out of vision, but he had
Smite
Smite up advantage,
Wei
I
didn't have
guess.
Smite, so Wei's going to win that one by default. Chicken's taken. Support of both Crisp and Xiaohu hovering means that they could take that one as Crisp is now maybe looking for Lumao. Look at this absolute vision control.
Oh!
Lumao's having none of it. Get out of here, Crisp!
Honestly, I don't know what I expected out of that interaction, but because Wei had to use the smite onto his red buff, Wei just took the Raptor camp in broad
The Shy is proxying.
The Shy is proxying up against this Poppy.
My goat.
Sejuani and Poppy, they're not going to be able to get their hands onto Breed this early into the game. Perhaps a mid lane gang. Tangyuan doesn't have the stun.
Xiaohu will back away.
Good job, Xiaohu.
Luckily for him, Wei couldn't close the gap early enough, and like you say, Tangyuan
Call for jungle more,
stuff for
noobs.
now. So, still relatively quiet as our junglers kind of sparring back and forth a little bit. Lumao, I will say, getting big value out of
Dude,
the
Lumao is just headbutting everyone.
Denying Crisp the potential pick of the bottom side. He keeps on headbutting Light as well to try and deny CS. We saw that at level 1. So looking forward to a bit more of this Alistair from Lumao, as does find a ward in the lane as well and denies any potential shenanigans for later on.
And you already see Light starting that call, so it's going to be a relatively even matchup until those items come in. But
Xiaohu might need to use his pot
see
soon.
Tangyuan already having a lot of mana usage in just clearing the way.
Guys,
so
chilling.
does
He has
have to
TP
take
advantage.
back for this first dragon. I am
He can
assuming
trade like a
some
psycho as long as he doesn't die.
is available as well. But RNG most likely going to be the ones looking for the 5v5 in this upcoming
Have you played Elden Ring?
major
Yeah, I have completed it.
objective. While Xiaohu on the Yone, I mean, he needs his ultimate to really gap close onto LP if they want to look for the
Cringe
win.
Poppy champ.
Breathe with great reactions there. Knew the Shy was going to try and go for the trade. Gets a grasp proc as well. And that is this top lane in a nutshell. If you can get the steadfast presence, deny the leap strike,
No
strike
W.
stun, Poppy wins it.
The Shy is
However,
greeding here so
if
much.
the reactions aren't good enough from Breathe, if he
Need to
doesn't
base
get
and TP.
that grounding, if he doesn't stop the
Need to
stun coming
base
through,
and TP.
the trades can very quickly start going the way of the Jack. So it is very much down to execution.
It's kind of a mind game of who uses their CC first in the top lane matchup. Of course, it should be relatively easier to execute as the Poppy. You have to just be reactive, while the Shy has to be a little bit more cheeky with how he procs the stun, or at least the leap away. We'll have to wait and see though, because you already see RNG securing that vision control in the river, or at least priority, as LP decided to take the Berserker's Greaves to have that extra bit of movement speed to cut it away from Xiaohu.
Are they gonna go for Dragon or?
Yeah.
Do I like this
The
Dragon?
Berserk Greaves first.
Wukong gets level 5 now.
We'll see if it's going to pay off for them. Wei's in trouble again.
Not
It's
again.
Wei.
Never mind. Yoink.
He's loving that popcorn chicken.
Yoink,
Just
yoink, yoink.
swipes him off of the counter.
Oh, he gets it up to ward.
Wei not having a fun time. Does not have that same kind of jungle dominance that we saw in game number 1. First Drake is up onto the map here, and Lumao wants to try and get some vision control. Him and LP will be able to clear the control ward. In the meantime, Xiaohu and Wei playing towards that top side. Still a minute and a half until Herald's up onto the map. Crisp does have to be a little cautious where he walks in that jungle.
And he does have the Tibbers available. I wouldn't be surprised if he just drops it onto either Crisp or Xiaohu just to burn them out, at least put them to half HP to really force that numbers
The
advantage. You
Kai'Sa
don't
was
have
still
TP
higher
available
level
for
than the
Xiaohu,
Ashe in
but
that
have to
LFL
wait
game
and
beat
see.
UW.
Really? That Ashe didn't do
Nice
anything
little
then.
sidestep from Tangyuan. He'll get out of that one.
Okay, slow game, but we don't mind slow game. We're playing Yone
Not
Kai'Sa.
far off a level 6, about 3/4 of the way
We
there.
are chilling.
I feel like that's the moment where things start to actually get a little bit dicey for Tangyuan. Luckily for him, the sidestep means he doesn't have to burn his flash or anything like that. Flash is going to be crucial for the side of RNG. Pretty much all players, once Wei has that ultimate online, because there's a lot
Late.
of burst and
Ow.
follow-up when a Sichuani ultimate hits.
And the crazy thing is look at the vision control that Weibo Gaming's been able
What?
to
That auto attack did 0 damage. You saw that? Is that a bug? It literally did nothing.
We have a bit of a wraparound from the bottom lane.
Hi, handsome.
Looks like a fight might kick off here. Headbutt used defensively as LP is onto Light. Light is alone in this play right now, and the sustain is there from LP. Moonlight Vigil forced. Light still has his own ultimate available.
Oh, cringe Aphelios champ.
Honestly, I think you'll take that as Weibo. You forced out the ultimate from the enemy AD carry.
I can see the dono coming in already. I'm gonna stop it.
Weiwei has finally started doing his.
I saw it coming. I saw it. He missed the ward over the.
Looking for that ultimate to come
missed his
online
ward over the
as
wall.
we still have the red buff available for the RNG
God.
jungler, but like you said, Light has 2 cookies in his inventory, so should be fine taking that trade off. But
Nice trade,
again,
D-Shy.
whoever gets the objective first and gets that vision control should be the
He's not
ones
gonna dive
coming
him,
out on
right?
top. But Breathe is getting pretty low in this matchup.
Here's Grandmaster's Might was
Don't do it.
being used there.
Don't do it.
She'll be procced.
Don't
That's
do
one
it.
plate for the Shy, who just then strolls on out.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, yes, Poppy is going to
Bro,
be able
sometimes
to
I'm scared he's just gonna go for
withstand
it.
the Janks, but you're not exactly going to find kill pressure very much. The Shy, being able to crash these waves in, has opened up for Weiwei to start the Herald. Solid start in the top side.
Sometimes I think he's just troll facing.
And the biggest difference for RNG's composition is that they don't really have a great answer for this.
Okay, first Herald for Drake, we're good.
Game. They're most likely Weibo Gaming is looking for a 1-3-1. The ultimate from Xiaohu.
Xiaohu wants to finish off his replacement. Tang Yuan just walks away, though.
Okay.
Not a single ability used.
Not sure how I feel about this guy's
Strolls
Yone,
out of
but
the mid lane. RNG still commit to the Drake.
isn't it better? I don't know, I'm not a
Xiaohu
Yone main.
making an
But
effort of it.
him to E over the wall there, and then like Q, auto Q, and then ult his flash or something?
Honestly,
better
credits to
than
Xiaohu for going for that. We had the entirety of RNG starting up the dragon. They were not far off, and he still went for the
I guess
kill
he was
and
gonna E his
Monkey
flash,
Kong
but
doesn't
they're like
have
collapsing
the
on him.
TP available, so
You're such a
unfortunately
rat,
missing out on a couple
Breathe.
of waves
Oh, no.
on the tower. The Shy. Aww.
I think Breathe was ulting him to try and make the wave crash.
You're such a
but
rat.
It was just a tiny bit too late. The Shy was holding that wave further away, but it does freeze, and that's really rough for Breathe. He doesn't have teleport available. This should lead to a reasonably large CS lead for the Shy if he just holds that wave there.
And you see Weibo Gaming's priority on these early game tower plates, and it's been doing wonders for them. I mean, yeah, RNG take the first dragon because
Ooh, my food's here.
once you prioritize these
One
tower
sec.
plates and they
The
get their
doorbell.
item
Wait.
spikes around that 3 item into the game, I mean, they can realistically just contest at the 3rd or 4th dragon and completely take you out in a 5v5
Show
skirmish.
Chomic
We'll
smash.
have to wait and see. Weibo Gaming, they are putting a lot more attention towards that top side because either the Jax or the Yone ahead means that RNG, they don't have an answer in that side lane, and they have to force 5v5s in mid.
Certainly do. And it's going to be, it will be exciting when we get to those 5v5s because I feel like we've got some big ultimates in this game, right? Where, you know, on the side of RNG, you've got the Annie Wukong. It's always fantastic for starting 5v5s. See a Fairly Assault on top of that. Alistair loves a big old team fight. But then on the other side, Weibo, not too shabby either. You've got the Rel for the engage, Xiaohu across the team. Weiwei's ult to start fights. Not to mention Light and the Shy will be more than happy to dive on in if an engage is found. So it does feel like both teams
when you're like
can
fucking
go
hungry and then
for
you're like,
team fights.
your brain
It's
just
gonna be
stops
all down
working
to
'cause you're, like,
when
hungry.
and where those fights are found. As Lumao
You're fine,
tries
right?
to find the ward, Xiaohu does have his soul to jump on back to.
And Xiaohu also spots out where Wei is
All the
for
time?
jungle in support of RNG moving together, which are also
not all
going
the
to get
time, but
spotted
yeah.
on this dot bush. A very
You always order
slow
food?
and
Yeah, of course, I'm
quiet
streaming, I can't
early
cook.
coming out of both teams, but I feel like if there aren't any major objectives to
You know what I
really
hate?
fight
I
over,
can't. Some streamers do
Weibo
this, but
Gaming
they. Oh
are
my
slowly
god.
coming out on top.
That's
They
not a
have
hamster,
to
I promise.
wait for the Kaiser
Some
hitting
streamers, they like
items to look
fucking
for the
end
poke.
their stream,
And
cook
honestly,
food,
I have a
eat,
feeling that
shower,
once they
work
do
out,
reach that stage, it's gonna
pet
be
their
pretty
dogs and
difficult
shit.
for RNG to
2
reach
hours
this
later, they
Kaiser.
come back and they
It's
stream
gonna
again.
be
Why?
two
I
screens
can't do
away
that. I
from
just have to go,
before
keep
TPs
going,
at you.
and then end when I end, and I end. You know what I'm
She
saying?
really is. I mean, the AP Kaiser is so difficult to play against. And, I mean, Weibo, they can just sort of play a very
I was
slow
thinking
game.
of moving
I
my
remember,
setup so we
I'm
could do
looking
cooking
towards
streams,
the
but
Yone from Xiaohu, because let's say
There's
we
so
get
much
into
effort.
this scenario. Oh, hang on, it's a dive at the top side. Breathe just absolutely wrecked the Shy.
what the fuck?
Dunked on this Jax
How did
under
that happen?
tower as well. He had the
I
flash
looked away for
available,
1
but
second.
No one really expected the Poppy to do so much damage from a single combo. That's 2 plates into
How did
his
that happen?
pockets.
Not
Bro, what?
Too shabby. as Breathe. I mean, he's a player that was known for his carries back in the day, but very much came into his own on these tanks. Now on the Poppy, obviously comfortable. An attempt of a play onto Wei here as the whole team jumps on in. Xiaohu just CC'd up the entire time.
I wanted to say thank you for your admiration and appreciation to your chat, and how much you care even though we don't show it. We care too, JK. We all hate you. 777 billion, 777 million.
Shut the fuck up. Why are you so annoying? It's lost. I can't believe
it. Again, Keckle, the fraud again, Keckle, the fraud again, Keckle, the fraud again, Keckle.
Explodes out of control.
Why are you guys spamming so much random shit?
Gaming shut down from that skirmish, and LP, he comes out on top. He survives, although flashing over the way, the wall. I mean, this I feel like goes untouched.
Random shit.
Does. Manages to sweep up some of those kills. We get another look at the solo kill here.
Oh, look how quick we replay this.
I feel like just a bit disrespectful from the Shy.
Yeah,
look how quick we replay that.
On 2 Qs beforehand, but because he used
look at that. When he gets a solo kill last game, take him 20 minutes.
Anyways, we had double TPs.
Dom's back in the control room. Bro, Xiaohu Yone, I knew it was a free lose.
Like he said, Xiaohu instantly shut down. Cyclone
I knew it was a free lose.
The Shy's dash onto the carries of RNG as well, and then Light on this Kai'Sa. I mean, he has a static shield, but it doesn't provide as much consistent damage compared to something like LP, who does have the red and white in this team fight. And I can't believe
I knew it was a free lose.
Out of here, flashing over the wall.
Oh, I mean, did you see the hit that the Shy did onto LP? He just W'd him, and it did like half of his health almost. That was a brutal tap, but that was pretty much. It was pretty much the only time that LP took damage the whole fight. Aside from just kind of passive AoE. That was one of the most difficult team fights to track I've ever seen, where everyone is literally just
why did they give them any
spot, everyone just smashes.
Why is he playing Yone?
It felt like it was just a stat check.
What is happening?
Okay, who has bigger health bars? Because whoever has bigger health bars, you win in the fight.
Pretty much, because WBG Gaming, although they lost Xiaohu very early on, Crisp came in and had a huge.
I bet the nutsack is like chanting their fucking.
So he was free hitting that entire
their
fight.
Group.
And something else that was extremely
singing carol songs when the Shy dies.
As well. But the Cyclone just unfortunately cancelled that counter-strike from landing onto 3 or 4 members.
It's cringe.
RNG having complete momentum right now. They're going to start this up.
They'll win this fight though,
doesn't
Weibo.
have any summoners available.
I mean the next fight.
WBG Gaming, I don't think they have what it takes to really trade for this and then go for the Rift Herald.
Yep, so, 2 Drakes for RNG. It's a really nice start for them. Gold is almost exactly even. And hey, like RNG compared to game number 1, they have an infinite increase percentage-wise.
Why didn't they ban any? Pick Renekton on 3.
0 of game number 1.
And last pick a mage mid.
4-1 now.
The game will be fine.
Wait. Trying to find his opposite man, but
no, Xiaohu wants to have fun.
To engage upon. Lu Mao, however, could be a juicy target. Has to use his ultimate.
Yeah, but once again, RNG, look at their composition. They want to be looking for these scrappy 5v5 forces out of WBG Gaming. Crisp is caught.
At Caedrel's pigeon, greater than pork champ less than. At Caedrel.
You know, absolutely one-shot him his way. Looks for the Shy as well, who will be knocked up, but the counter-strike comes in. W goes wide from Light.
Crispy Cream, get that back. Get that guy back on Rakan.
On this Herald attempt, they're going to have to back away and look for the next play.
You really see this position crumbling. We have the Gale Force available for Xiaohu. The combo isn't going to land from Lu Mao, but RNG, they're in a very comfortable position in this game because
Crisp is just going to run it now. Like he literally is going to go 0-6 this game.
Aphelios, while not trading any major objectives, because you need to remember the fact that Xiaohu
the Shy versus Bear.
On side lanes. He's not going to provide
the Bear runs away. He knows who the king is.
On this Annie when it comes to straight up 5v5 roles, and WBG Gaming, they have to play the game a little bit slower and kind of go through the macro and slowly tear it down at RNG.
And I will say, we were talking about, you know, this Aphelios being the main damage threat. So far, Tanguy has been the damage threat. Crisp walks in and, I mean, where does his health go?
Yeah, big mistake. Herald start with no vision at all.
Wait, he definitely ran out of the Rift Herald pit as Breathe wasn't even there. That was a 4v5, or at least the top laners weren't there. And imagine if Poppy was in the equation, she could just use the Keeper's Verdict to bounce someone out. And I feel like RNG, they're really using the momentum. The next step is to take down these tier 1 towers with that Rift Herald in hand.
So we reset once more. 17 minutes on the clock here, and it is RNG with the lead. This is more what we wanted to see from RNG. I feel like game number 1, I was like pulling my hair out, waiting to see the RNG that we have seen consistently. They go to 3 games in every single series, and maybe they just wanted
Can you
to
say happy birthday to me?
so they could
Yo, Sense, happy 21st birthday.
So confident in their game 2. Maybe not.
I feel like this game's winnable.
We do see them
Is that Cope?
fighting for the early game, finally making things
I think
happen.
Light can carry.
Target banning Xiaohu could be the answer. There was, what, 5 bans towards Xiaohu across both teams? Or 5 bans towards mid lane at very least. As Tib is going to come out in the top side.
Wait, shut up.
It's going to be here. Just
Shut
hits
the
onto
fuck
the
up.
clone, like you say, but it's enough to save Xiaohu's life. The threat of it, at very least. It's a tower taken regardless, though.
Shut up.
And it is RNG pushing the envelope on this one. 3,000 gold lead.
Yeah, and that goes back to our point where Weibo Gaming, they've been
My birthday was on
extremely
the 2nd.
reliant on Xiaohu being the main carry for that early to mid game.
Bro, the 2nd was like 2 weeks ago, and you want me to say happy birthday?
Leeway for Light to really scale up on these AP carries as well, but coming into game 2, RNG targeted Xiaohu's entire champion pool and every single mage answer into the Annie that can outrange her. So, like you said, the first Yone, I don't know why I had a stroke. Yone game coming into
I'm pretty sure you said it right.
I know, but my tongue just twisted on itself and it was really awkward. It's been a long day, but TB from the Shy. Oh, that's Xiaohu.
Oh, Wei's in so much
Get
trouble.
the kill.
He's already used his clone as well. The stun comes
Get
out.
that kill on
Xiaohu,
Light.
but it doesn't matter.
Big.
Wei's
I told
been
you, Light's
caught
got
out.
this.
And remember, game number 1, Wei
I got a
get
feeling
caught
about
out
this
in the
one.
river. That was the moment that Weibo kind of just took control for the rest of the game. Light moves into the mid lane to clear this wave out. Dragon spawning in 50 seconds means Wei will be back on the map in time. But Tang Yuan might not be lucky enough to survive long
Dive that
enough. He's
forward.
underneath the
Don't fuck it
tower
up.
here, clearing the way.
No Sejuani, don't dive that
Will
forward.
survive. Just one shot's the wave, basically. Lumao next on the chopping block. Weibo are desperate for another pick, but they're not
Breathes in
finding
the
it.
back.
Now a TP.
No TP
in
Poppy.
from Breathe to try and capture a player. They're on to Xiaohu.
Xiaohu
Here, and the
griefing.
damage is good. Tang Yuan
The Shy.
to the man he replaced, and he finds a kill. 302 now in the game as the Shy threat.
Fine.
Tang Yuan again flashes forward and again finds his mark.
Nah, that champ's so
The
broken.
players of
That Poppy
Weibo
champ is so OP.
scattered to the winds.
I'm gonna puke in my
And
mouth in a
RNG,
second.
they bought so much time. Their jungler's back for the play around this Ocean Soul point now, and that was just clean.
Xiaohu is so
teamfighting
useless.
Coming out of Tangyun's Annie, and there's
Don't
a
play that
reason
useless
why
jump
this
again.
guy, most played in the summer, also has a 7
He should have played, like,
winner. Lumao.
Oh no.
Renekton mid or something, I don't know,
Chris
just
has
open.
gone down as well. The Shy is
Krispy
trying to
Kreme
escape
0-10
with his
arc
life, but
inbound.
Helicopter has to come out just to keep himself safe. Herald down in the mid lane, and I mean, Weibo, they kind of have to retreat on this one. This is not only going to be Drake for the side of RNG, but they've got a mid-tier 1. They've got a charge on the tier 2. I don't think they'll stick around for more there, but my goodness. RNG finally back on.
There's 2 people in the world who can pick Yone.
Like what we
3.
wanted.
One's called
RNG
Chobi,
take complete
one's called Cream,
control over this
and one's
game,
called Zeka.
although
Anyone else
Wei
picking
was
it?
the one that
You're
was
losing the game on
initially
purpose.
picked off by the side of Weibo Gaming. Tang Yuan on this Annie just got such
Actually,
an
Zeus out
insane
allow it.
angle onto Xiaohu for this year. I mean, this Xiaohu just got deleted instantly
Bibi?
out of
Okay,
the
Bibi,
fight, to say
maybe,
the
yeah.
least. But we have TPs coming in from
Leader?
Breeze
Okay,
as
yeah,
well,
leader too.
connecting
Maybe
onto
Knight too.
Yone, stopping him from any escape. We also have the Shy joining in at the back, trying to get his counter-strike onto the 80 carry of RNG, but the insta-cleanse and also Breathe and Lumao standing on top of...
Okay, shut up, you get the
carry.
point.
The Shy never found an angle for the flank, and RNG just playing front to back.
And
You
I
get
have
the
to
point.
Say, like, my biggest conclusion of this series so far is you have to ban Annie against Tang Yuan. We saw Weibo ban it in game number 1, and RNG basically didn't exist.
Yeah,
Tang
everyone
Yuan
plays
has
it,
Annie
but
for
Caedrel.
game
Shut
number
up.
2 and has been
That's
the
not the point.
main character of this game. Every single fight feels like his tippers, his damage is so crucial for the side of RNG to find these moments. It's a bit of a mid-diff here, and it's not in Xiaohu's favor.
Yay! Wait.
Spring struggling in summer, it seems.
Wait.
That's maybe a bit of a reach on this one, to be honest. But here we go. Weibo contesting on the Baron. RNG
Wait.
in the pit already. 7k on the objective. There's no vision in the pit.
Stop being the
Shy
crab!
Moving over. He doesn't have TP, so this is 5v4 until he arrives. Baron down to 3k. Are RNG willing to just commit to the objective? Xiaohu whiffs his ultimate, and Tang Yuan survives for now as they find
Nope,
Rel.
never allowed to
They
play it
find
again.
Sejuani. Xiaohu can go
Never allowed to play it
nowhere.
again.
Cut down by LP. And RNG,
It's disgusting.
they're just rinsing him.
Close Close your eyes, Weibo Gaming fans. That team fight went horribly for the side of Weibo Gaming. Now, the Shy is going to get picked up on the Jax. Can he get a return kill?
That's disgusting.
Oh no, they can't even finish off Lumao. And Light will go down.
It's disgusting.
It's utter disaster for
We need a legal
Weibo.
check on that guy's Yone.
We said these two teams are inconsistent.
Little bro
Game
subbed
number
in
one
fucking
and game number two, if
bronze
you took
5
the
player.
HP bars or the name bars off, you'd assume that the winners were the same team. You'd assume.
Well, I called it.
that
I said this game was
Weibo
lost.
2-0, but no. The health bar swapped around for this one.
With this Munch, you have Chris going in, but Xiaohu targeting Tangyuan, who is the main DPS, misses
Wait,
the
how did that not
Yone
hit?
ultimate onto the only person that was in range of it, and you had the Shy getting the Scuttle Crab before this Baron was started.
Xiaohu
and
hit
he was
ult.
so late
Challenge
to the
impossible.
Fight. Weibo getting extremely split off, and RNG, they want to end the game before the split comes online.
You know, Kitty, this is the first time we ever get to see Xiaohu's Yone on a professional stage, and I'll be really okay if it's the last time we ever get to see
Based
Xiaohu's
minstrels.
Yone on a professional stage.
Correct.
Oh dear, with Seal, bit of a disaster. Keeps on getting caught out on this one, and you know, like there was a great many bans towards him. It's not worked out. Brought out an experimental pick for
True and
himself.
based.
It's RNG now with the Baron in pocket. Look to siege in that mid lane. Tangyuan in the side lane, just like game number one. This time though, his team actually has some presence elsewhere on the map. This time it can actually work out.
Munch, there's double stopwatches available for both LP and Tangyuan in this upcoming team fight. Weibo Gaming, they only have one chance. The initial engage from Crisp that allows follow-up from Weiwei or Xiaohu is going to be the only time they get their CC onto either the Aphelios or the Annie. But with the stopwatch, I'm not too sure who they target.
Is your Yone better? Well, all I'm saying is I could go 0-3-0.
What a story for Tango and Cyclone to deny the
And miss every
engage
ult.
away. His tank in the tower though could be in trouble, but the health bar's gone. That was a Moonlight Vigil and a half from LP. As the Shy does get a good stun.
No,
Like,
no,
bro.
again.
God,
Bro.
no, my
Bro.
eyes. I wish I couldn't see it. It's
Yeah, what do you
RNG
want
annihilating Weibo here.
What is that?
As they just stroll into the base. The death time is plenty long enough for a Baron up wave to finish the job here. RNG
Like,
just
I know the game's lost, but at least show me you can hit something.
This was brutal. Weibo, playoffs form for game number one. I don't even have a name for the form of game number two.
The Shy is up 2 CS.
Disaster on the
Okay.
rift. And
This
we're
game wasn't his
going
fault.
to
It was mid-jungle support gap.
Weibo Gaming fans, you popped the champagne way too early into this series.
Mid-jungle
RNG,
support gap.
They have something to say up against Xiaohu in particular, and this Yone, I mean, Tangyuan just completely styled on the old mid laner of RNG.
I don't even know what to say. Like, that was just disaster for Weibo. And it's such a very different draft. The Yone was terrible. Like, what is our conclusion?
I'm gonna put on a synapse while I go to the bathroom. A synapse while I go to the bathroom. But I need to finish this piece of chicken. Wait.
My Alistar just
Stop saying
flashed
wank.
you with nothing. Wow, this guy is just insane, by the way.
Okay, you. Whoa! Pentakill! Pentakill! Holy shit! Oh.
Where's my Penta. Penta, yeah.
TP, for God's sake, help me. What? Let's go! Let's goddamn go! What? What did I just watch?
Oh my god! They're angry!
I'm so fucking... Why do I have to talk to girls when I get an orgasm just playing this shit, bro, huh?
Riot! Riot.
Killing the front line. I'm not gonna W because I want the slow to actually hit.
Tryndamere. Two auto attacks.
Crit on him actually.
Two auto attacks. How did he do that? Actually, Korean casters on pentakills are so insane. They're so insane.
Now he's got an access. He's got access. He's got access. He finds the killer instinct, but he can't go all the way in. The rest of TT are looking for it. You cow! You cow! And you cow! The saving grace! The angel that comes down from the storm clouds of Thundertalk Gaming comes up big again!
You Cal, baby. How's chat doing? 6 is good, 9 is bad. How are you doing? Pedro, please unban me. Let me see what you got banned for. You got banned for? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do we unban that? I think we do. Quadruple.
Let's go.
Who's winning in the CB LOL right now? No, in the LLA.
Who wins like this?
Is it R7 winning again?
계속 마카의 위치에 계속 보였어요. 와드 뒤쪽에 인터가 안 했는데 타이밍 잘 잡았거든요. 예, 뒤로 한번 그냥 맞기를 그냥 맞기를
Yo, Mo Reynolds, thanks for the 5 gifted. You're nuts. Go Maker, playmaking Maker. Oh, here we are in the CB LOL, right? Who's winning the CB LOL? Loud. What the hell? You guys can do it remote.
Top Esports, they took that series away from AL from an unwinnable state. And now we also have been blessed by Xiaohu's Yone for the first time in his career history. This is honestly a historical moment. We probably won't.
Yeah, it was a historical moment. Dude, Xiaohu Yone, that was great. Look at this bottle. It looks like I'm drinking piss.
July. We have experienced it.
What is this? Peach tea?
Get to have that same type
Black
of
tea peach.
approach from Weibo Gaming
Delicious.
ever again.
Alright, Weibo, listen up. What are we gonna do instead of banning LeBlanc? And we're gonna fucking stop wasting everyone's time. We're gonna ban.
We have yet to see a champion like the Ari welcome to come out of both these teams. I'm wondering if that could be something that they rely on.
Alright. And then what will happen is they will first...
RNG on the blue side, banning away the Tristana, banning away the Jace. They're liking how that last draft went, and I don't blame them.
Dude, who is this coach? He's fucking griefing me, man.
As Weiwei has his Sejuani taking.
Why don't you give them LeBlanc first pick, take Kai'Sa Poppy?
And I'm wondering,
support on 3.
Or the Nico is going to be let open by Weibo Gaming as this
you have picks into Renekton.
Or maybe
you have picks into LeBlanc.
Taken away here and
Mama. Oh, Mama! What the fuck?
Going to be the Nico. So,
if they...
no, RNG, lock in the ante.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not? It does mean Kai'Sa has made it through again, which, you know, Light had in the previous game, and it didn't seem to do that much, but it's still an absurdly strong pick. So you
brain, functionality, limited. Like, guys, can we think?
Wonder what else
pick Poppy. Please pick Poppy. Flex red side now.
I feel like you could get your priority pick.
I don't care if they have dashes. Pick Poppy. Pick it now. Pick it. Pick it.
You can link it up with the Azir. You can also link up with a lot of junglers available. Wukong is still up for grabs, so
Maokai
priority where Alistar is still up and available.
Poppy.
So RNG, they need to secure the Alistar on 3 if they really want to have a successful laning matchup for the bottom lane 2v2. But I wouldn't be surprised. Lock in the Wukong. Next one is probably going to be the Aphelios, perhaps. But the biggest difference is
yeah, Rel like almost won us last game, and like, dude, it's super high priority for them. We should take it away.
Into Annie in terms of the laning phase, and it also matches the range and damage that Aphelios is expected to do in those team fights.
And Aphelios going to come on through.
Azir, I like that actually. Good pick. I didn't realize Azir was open.
Feels pretty good. It's also like a classic Xiaohu pick. It's something he's extremely comfortable.
Imagine we had Kai'Sa Poppy Azir.
Of a Yone in almost every single way. But also massive range, both for Xiaohu, but also for Light. He goes for the AP.
What's the plan?
Build,
we're gonna ban maybe like Alistar Braum or something.
Which is
maybe Rakan. No, I think Braum doesn't fit. Maybe Alistar Rakan.
Bans are gonna go though, because you could ban away things like the Alistar here.
We're gonna ban
and try and set up for good lanes.
Poppy Viego.
Nautilus is going to get taken away by Weibo Gaming, but top lane.
Then we're gonna play.
Grabs. Renekton and Jax still very much a thing for both the Shy and Breed to take up, and that is the Poppy getting denied away. They're scared.
Then they're gonna play.
Gonna lock that in for the jungle pick, and that's going to leave a lot of
Renekton, Braum / Leona.
Kind of secure.
And then we're gonna play
4-5 because we have so many jungle bans coming out. I mean, perhaps a champion
Cassante or Gragas.
Nocturne.
Is that what's happening?
On those side lanes. We're not too sure.
I'm okay with that.
But I've had a bit of a mixed opinion on Azir and Kai'Sa getting locked in together, because we often see the AP Kai'Sa getting locked in with Tristanas or the Jaces, where they spike extremely early on in the game. But if you compare her with the Azir,
Renekton ban. Okay, Viego. Viego. Smiley face.
16,
no Kha'Zix.
In his pockets as well.
No Nocturne. No.
That's pretty late in the game, and Kai'Sa also spikes around the same time, so their early game is pretty vulnerable.
Okay. What happens if they blind Cassante now?
Well,
and they're playing like Cassante Nautilus?
That level 6 mark. And
Braum
kind of join in on the... I mean, we've got crazy amounts of damage.
Horn blind. We counter those with Gwen. No, we don't. I don't know if we do. Do we? Yeah, here's Cassante blind. I'm not surprised. Are we going Gwen?
Following up on a swoop boot from Xiaohu.
Bro, what happens if they just pick like Leona? I don't know. Braum, Leona, Renata, yeah, it's still broken.
I love it. I absolutely love this. Into a full dive composition, Renata Glass.
It's a rumble game.
Perfect answer.
It's been a while since we've seen the Renata Glass.
Rumble. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's a Gwen game still.
Back to the Nautilus, where they are looking for a relatively strong 2v2 in the early game, or even the Braum. I really like this Braum.
They did the exact same draft that I thought they would.
I mean, Nocturne and
we're playing Nocturne into it.
Similar angles that they were able to work off from game 1, but the counter pick has been saved for the Shy. What is
No,
he gonna
Shy,
pick?
please, we have to
I mean,
completely
there's still
carry.
a lot of great
We
answers
have to carry
into
so
this
hard.
Cassante. However,
Don't listen to him.
it's just going to be
Don't
the
listen to him
Nara
behind you.
lane,
Don't do that.
Potentially playing
Okay.
towards this island where he can
Yep.
pick up
Yes, sir.
Okay, well that's not the hull breaker, is it?
What the fuck?
Can we just lock in a champion, Shy?
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be the Malphite locked in. Not
What?
necessarily
Whoa.
what anyone was
What?
expecting, but hey, it's certainly good at diving with the team, isn't it? The Shy, me rock, me go in, is basically the mantra for him across the course of this one. And I think Weibo have basically looked at the composition of RNG and they've said, look, your damage is on Aphelios. We're just going to pick 5 champions that are really good at jumping at that Aphelios and trying to one-shot him. Lumao is going to have his work cut out trying to protect this AD carry.
Yeah, and
Well, I guess the Nocturne makes a bit more sense now because we're going forwards. But we're playing AP Kai'Sa, AP Azir, AP Malphite damage with a Nocturne. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lots of AD damage, guys. Like, trust me, like big damage. If they build full AP MR, like I'm gonna one-shot them. Yeah, I'm useful. No, he's not. He's completely useless.
They have for Weibo Gaming in this game 3, but
he is completamente useless.
They need items and they need the game to go relatively slow and even for the Azir and Kai'Sa to really come online.
They certainly do. Weibo going to be looking for a reasonably slow game if they can find it, especially post 6. The Nocturne just wants to be.
He goes AD Kai'Sa this game. Yeah, I think he'll have to.
It'd be nice to see some presence.
I think you'll have to.
Out from the mid lane, out from the jungle. It's going to be difficult, though.
Actually, with Gwen, they would also need AD Kai'Sa, to be honest.
Struggle in the lane against the Azir a little bit. Will get outranged.
True. No ads. Nope. You guys are let off. You guys are let off. Plebs, no ads. You can lay back in your chair.
A good job of tracking the enemy jungle across the course of the series so far. Feels like the early game all about jungle, all about vision. Let's see how game 3 is going to go down.
Munch, I just want to speak out
Add to the best part of this. Shut up.
Being an RNG fan is so rewarding, especially if you go to the live arena, because every single series has gone to 3. They get maximum value out of those tickets, and they get some of the spiciest games we've seen tonight.
Shut up.
I mean, honestly, if you bought tickets in Shanghai today, you get, what, 8 games? Like, it's going to be... I don't know what time it is in China right now. It's 3:30 in the UK, which we usually finish...
10 p.m.
Yeah, like, you've got serious value for money in Shanghai tonight if you're watching.
Did RNG win last game? Yeah, they were really lucky.
Immediately gets on out of there. Light and Crisp won't find any kind of chance to start us off. Here we go, though. Wei actually starting on the bottom side. We've pretty consistently seen junglers starting on the top side.
They were really lucky that Shao Hu decided to...
towards that Cassante Malphite matchup.
Yone.
Do like this from Wei because with that red buff in hand, he realistically can bully out Wei in his own respective jungle, but we'll have to wait and see. Also,
Love for
congratulations
Pedro.
to Wei
Could
for
you quickly
reaching
check this setup?
300
I
stage
love it.
games
Link.
in the LPL. He's going to be playing the Nocturne for his 300th game. Flash from Chris.
Oh, all in on the bottom side here, but Lumao blocks all of it. That was a flash out from Crisp. At least he does have the Hex Flash, so not the end of the world, but really nice play.
Yeah, setup is sick.
Well, I say really nice play.
Lee Sin statue inside PC.
The Unbreakable gonna deny it. Actually, is it W or is it E? I think it's W, maybe. I can't remember, but the Unbreakable either way. Here we go.
Big knock.
The shield comes up.
Wait, is he dead,
actually? More
actually?
that can be done here. Lumao tags
Doesn't
it
have
off.
Ignite. He's fine. They can't pull in him. And they level 2.
Impressive this matchup is.
Show it to us.
Rel. I mean, Light on this Kai'Sa not
quickly though,
managing to
quickly,
get
quickly.
any orders
Lee
as a
Sin inside
follow-up
PC.
because it's engaged, but we'll have to wait and see
There you go.
because the Braum does have its own issues in these team fights where it is a little bit, I would say, awkward in terms of positioning as you don't really have that much of a
Maybe I should buy a Lee Sin statue. I have one. Maybe I can buy another. I never spend my money. My money goes to food, rent, and taxes. That's it.
The Hex Flash getting burnt instantly,
Nothing else.
or the Flash getting burnt out of Chris instantly, and LP not budging a bit.
Maybe I
and
should
not
buy a
getting
statue.
Single summoner spell does stop a lot of the gank angle that way we could potentially look for in the bottom side.
I love this out from Light. Gets a cheater recall off. Crashes the third wave. Gets to recall Crisp.
No, I'm not showing again.
Protects him from Lumao's Q as well.
Buy water,
So Light will
shut
be
up.
able to get back into lane. Will be pretty much even in CS and essentially gets a free cull for the rest of the laning phase. Realizing after those couple of trades at level 1 that they're not going to be able to find kill threat. They're not going to be fighting that much. So getting some value out of his lane.
Oh, hit him with it.
Smart macro play in the laning phase from Light.
And we just saw a glimpse of the mid lane matchup as well. Xiaohu completely out of mana.
You have no mana.
We have the Annie slightly winning out in the early game before Xiaohu reaches that lost chapter. If he decides to go that way, is he gonna look for a gank angle into his old mid laner?
It would be
Xiaohu
fun to see, but I
no
don't know
dive.
if they can really go for a level 4 dive. That feels tough. This Wei, he's going to be spotted on the ward here, and it does mean he just has to back on out. He'll keep himself alive. Keep himself alive. He's like full health, but he'll be able to walk away. Just a little tap from LP. Is this wave will crash in? But look at this. Look how many minions are there. And Light is here to farm all of them. Has that call in pocket. He's going to have a pretty sizable CS lead for himself, assuming he does manage to get most of these CS.
He bought an Aphelios skin for 200 euros.
Like, yeah, he gets the entire wave and instantly misses out on a...
That's kind of true.
I'm not here to call AD carries out, of course, but we expect both junglers to be having a lot of priority.
But the Gamba never waits.
Bottom 4v4. K'Sante versus Malphite, we've seen this a billion times. The reason why you pick Malphite into the K'Sante is because the K'Sante can never find solo kills onto you with the all-out as you just dash away with your own ultimate over the wall, and you will be more than happy with how this matchup is going to play out. But, you know, Wei is being as aggressive as ever, and he wants to kind of spot out Wei in his own jungle and look for those individual leads, but so far, so good.
Yep, so far, so good for them. I just love that, you know, the Shy
we give Drake, we don't want it.
in the previous game, and then
we don't want
instantly,
Drake.
head coach Danny is like, okay, Malphite duty. No longer do you get to play fun champions, you have to play Malphite now. You were solo.
There's a DRX Aatrox in TFT? Really?
RNG though, they'll be able to get themselves an early Drake. Good presence from them here. Wait, starting this one off, and Crisp is in the area, so it's like, it feels like they want to contest. Ooh, it's a valiant effort.
I wonder if
Light.
Kingen gets money for that.
But won't be able to find anything. The smite comes through from Wei, as that's a level 6 versus a level 5, and the Shy forced to flashed after him though, and the Shy has an opportunity
you see how he
to
hits
straight
him?
Back if the dive comes on him, but Wei moving into the bottom lane. Wei's already here. This is getting messy.
That top lane got so scary because we saw that the Shy was still sitting on that level 5, but luckily for him, he leveled up after he flashed over the wall and received some of that experience from the under tower. But Breathe, so aggressive on this K'Sante, taking advantage of that all out.
And I love that we're seeing Breathe doing... Oh, I think Wei got the smite there, actually. Managed to steal the chickens. He'll walk away with his life as well. And a Scuttle Crab as well. Little bonus on top of that, but... like, Breathe has been so aggressive in this matchup. I love that he's going toe-to-toe with the Shy. He's taking him on every single mistake that the Shy makes. He doesn't make mistakes. What are you on about? Punish that. He is there to look for kills. Got the solo kill in the previous game. And living up to the reputation that he's built for himself.
He doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, coming into tonight's series, I kind of said how Breathe, he was relatively on the lay low in terms of laning phase, and he really shines through those huge 5v5s set up by either Tangyun or Wei, and that's where he really gets those insane Ornn ultimates or even Jack's counter-strike stuns onto the enemy team. But this time around, he is feeling confident as ever into the Shy. But, you know, it could go either way. I feel like both of these top laners have been on and off in their most recent weeks. But this series, WBG Gaming, they need to win this up against RNG. And RNG, they want to stop that as much as possible because they're competing for 6th spot.
Oh, nice dash away. My god.
Xiaohu, the shield protects him from most of the damage there. Tangyun can use the ultimate to try and find that mid-prio that we see so often from the Annie. But crucially, Azir can still kind of contest prio anyway. Using those Sand Soldiers, he can contest the wave from quite a distance. As long as he commits a little bit of mana, shouldn't get pushed under too hard. I say that, he's been fully pushed under.
It should be relatively fine. With the Rift Herald spawning in 10 seconds, we do have the jungle and mid lane of RNG hovering towards his bottom side, so I'm wondering if they want to give over the Rift Herald to Wei because they have no set up for this whatsoever.
Yeah, get that HP back up.
Strange decision to say the least, because I feel like it's pretty hard unless Wei gets into one of the lane bushes and catches Light or Crisp off guard, but they still have both summoners available.
Welcome to the gank, Elisio.
They do. Tries to make something happen on the bottom side. Light is alone here as Crisp moves over.
They don't get over right.
Spot those players. Ward in the tri-brush.
They have 6 on Kai'Sa on this wave.
Is alone.
No,
Wei
you don't.
and Lumao now definitely spotted. There's no two ways about it. As they go for a blue buff instead.
Herald.
Wave should be able to be cleared as Herald has been taken. And really,
Nice.
not a lot in response from RNG. Yes, a blue buff, but really, is that worth tower plates? I'm not so sure.
They have ways to go
in the mid lane here by Wei. I was kind of expecting them to, try and set up a dive with the Nocturnal. Oh no, he's just going to use the Nocturnal in the 1v1.
Get that fear, get that fear.
Gets the fear as well. Cyclone going to do nothing for Wei. Flashed over by Wei.
Get that first blood.
They want this kill.
Everybody involved.
First blood as Weibo have entered the server once more.
Welcome back,
and
boys.
It wasn't just the Rift Herald
Jungle
and
gap.
the plates into Wei's pockets. It's also another Wei, and he gets first blood.
Wei.
RNG, they were a little bit lost. They were trying to find angles through the bottom side, but we mentioned how they do have the summoners available in both the Kai'Sa and the Rel, so it kind of just feels like Weibo Gaming, they come out on top without getting punished whatsoever.
They spot him on the wall, and I love
Wei times Wei equals Wei.
Yep, he's got no one near him. Just go for it. Charges on in, knows that he's got the 1v1. Like, absolutely fantastic stuff. And the whole gang from Weibo is on board. You can see, obviously, Xiaohu
you should have given it to Xiaohu.
But the Void Seeker is there as well from Light. Like, the whole gang is ready.
Stridebreaker Nocturne, though. Actually, giving the kill to Nocturne is better, so he gets Stridebreaker first.
They were instantly pulling the trigger with the Nocturne ultimate, but also utilizing how Xiaohu had huge wave priority in the mid lane with the Rift Herald getting dropped, so Time couldn't really clear that and move to the play first.
Get off! Get off!
Actually, his ult is on cooldown before this play,
So
I'm not sure what had happened previously, but now his flash going to be on cooldown as well as Breathe. He's handedly having the advantage in this matchup. So far, so good. And there we go. That's the replay in the bottom right of the ult being forced out from the Shy. It's Wei now trying to move into the bottom side. Paranoia not available. And we all know Nocturne can struggle to make these ganks happen without his ult.
So far, so good though. Weibo Gaming. I mean, we talked about how they have a relative. Oh, the flash from Tangyuan.
Okay.
Flash for flash in the mid
Not
lane.
bad.
Flash for slide in the mid lane. Xiaohu uses his ult. Tangyuan answers the flash. Xiaohu still has his flash up. His Lumao
hit him.
Might be caught here. Crisp Wei just hitting away onto it. Light flies over the wall here. LP finds himself alone.
He missed. But we get the Aphelios, right?
Will go down. Can't find the kill onto Light.
We have Nocturnal.
And here comes the Paranoia.
We have Xiaohu. We have a Dead Annie, no flash. Wukong, no flash.
Massacre on the bottom side of the map. Cyclone onto 3. Breathe is here as well. Can they turn it around? RNG with absolute heroics, but it's a triple kill for Wei as Crisp has just walked under the tower for some reason. Wei goes down. Breathe with 2. What did I just watch?
That's really bad play by them.
A 3 for 3, and
the Shy gets a free lane now. That's big.
Breathe makes his way towards the
He'll
bottom
pay it back.
side
He'll pay it back. Stop saying top gap. He'll pay it back.
For himself, he utilizes the reset timer where the Shy.
He will pay it back.
I mean, he has
Don't
also
stress.
reset as well, but he walked back into lane. We honestly thought that was such a great team fight coming out of Weibo Gaming, but they never expected the Caedrel to show up.
Yeah, Breathe, absolute heroics, but I need to see a replay. Did I just miss something, or did Crisp just walk underneath the tower for some reason? Tanguan
damage dealt.
half his health to the Shy, who is proxying waves at this point. He's still 20 CS down, but RNG off the back of this fight will grab themselves a Drake, and I'm hoping we get a replay after this
what a legend.
Kind of regain control.
See, he was in that fight.
That's happening.
Yeah, everyone got their hands onto Lumao for this from completely caught out of the position.
Why is he roaming bot? Like, it's so weird. Gentleman's agreement, top side only.
This fight took so long. Honestly, the Void Seeker not hitting Lumao here was so big because that bought more time.
Not every rat in chat can wear a hat.
Scramble up as a team, but you know, it really felt like Weibo Gaming, they were going to come out on top.
Yeah, they should have backed after the Annie, but they didn't expect the Kashante.
But to be fair, who would expected Breed to flash over from the wall? Crisp thought he could get out, I think. Maybe he didn't take any damage from the enemy team, but I don't know about that. Doing? As Breed, I mean, this Caedrel is going to be a huge problem in the side lane now.
Maybe his horse got scared. Maybe that was it. You know, Crisp's horse was so afraid of the action. You know, it's like the musical War Horse or whatever that one's called. I don't know. Anyway, 2,000 gold lead, almost 3. In favor of Weibo, and Breed with some absolute heroics. He solo killed the Shy in the previous game. He's looking fantastic on the Cassante. Now 2-0-1.
He got 3 plates on Malphite. That's huge.
To have a phenomenal game here to have a chance because, I mean, Wei 4 1-on-1 on this Nocturne is terrifyingly huge. There's the AP Kaiser that's going to be online. Xiaohu being a part of a lot of these kills as well. The Azir is going to be terrifying later on into the game. So we need to see RNG staying on that front foot.
See you later, George.
Find some way to shut down Wei. There's still 300 gold up for grabs for anyone that can take down that Nocturne.
You also have to consider the fact that with this team fight getting kind of
salvaged. He's AP Kaiser, is he? Oh, shit.
I thought that was just the winning team fight or the winning play.
Why is he going AP Kaiser?
They shouldn't be finding leads like this through Azir and Kaiser at this stage of the game because they don't offer as much damage compared to someone like Tangyuan and LP.
Shit.
But we'll have to wait and see because Rift Herald is spawning in 18 seconds. Wards are set up by the side of Weibo Gaming. We know that
maybe they can fish on that Nocturne and that
vision. Position if you want to look for a successful 5v5.
They got to try and protect LP. He's got a stopwatch.
Okay, Shy has TP advantage.
He knows that he's the target.
He's chilling, but they're playing for Herald top side, so
survive for as long as he can. He's pushed in here. Light and Xiaohu working together to gain priority in the mid lane. The static shift.
First the Herald, I like it.
That by itself, let's be honest. As Weibo control a river, Herald is up onto the map, but they're not willing to start it off just yet.
My eyes are going to be on how Xiaohu is going to be
LP
able
no
to
flash for like 20 seconds.
Sand soldiers to really push away the initial engage of Wei and Breathe, of course. But the Shy looking for a reset. He needs his mythic as well. But
he's in a Bayesian TP. Don't worry, boys.
Gonna shred this.
He certainly is. TP is available for the Shy, as he has gone for that reset. 5k on the Herald. The tier 1 taken in the mid lane. The Shy's TP.
Yeah, here he is.
He's looking for LP. Jumps onto that backside. He's on his own for now as the Herald has gone down. Crisp flashing away here. The Sand Soldiers.
We didn't knock Tunnel on anyone?
There's a lot of shurikens.
It's lost.
Cyclone onto Crisp.
Oh, big the child.
LP the target on the opposite side of the play. And LP will fall. Light jumps into the backside, but actually LP's still alive. Shireen was shuffled onto every body. It's absolute carnage as the Shy chases out Tangyuan, but Tibbers saves the day. Tibbers is cut down. The 6th man dropped from RNG, and somehow RNG are on top. Light now the target, flashes away.
Can we win those?
Tries to chase him down as well.
Can we win those?
Light finds the auto.
Hit him with the auto attacks.
Running for their lives, but the Sand Soldiers arrive. The Emperor is on the scene. Tangyuan's TP back in, but he can't find a way to fight.
RNG, they committed.
That's what I call a clean fight right there.
They walked away with a 2-1 trade. They had 2 more people fall down. They disrespected
that's about as crispy
on
clean as it gets.
Azir. And man really showed up in that team fight. Like you said, 4-man Azir ultimate. This fight was just purely Xiaohu being the main.
The Shy's smart. He doesn't go in with the ult here. He peels back.
Had a fantastic
he knows he's split and his team's playing front to back. Look at his ult on the peel here.
Weibo Gaming, but I feel like no one really cared about Weiwei, and the Shy landed a double ultimate onto the carries of RNG, and Xiaohu with the Shurima shuffle of 5 just completes the team fight with the amount of damage
almost got LP.
Applies. But RNG, they could have walked away with
couldn't
the
get the kill onto Annie.
With the Rift Herald in hand as well, but for some reason and in some
Xiaohu's soldiers were a bit everywhere. Oh, Lights, my goat.
Weibo Gaming playing with the space. They needed this fight to go their way.
Oh, it's so lucky because Wei used his combo on the Shy instead of Light. It's the Shy. He taunts them.
Getting close to a second item on that Kaiser. Light is
no flash, Aphelios.
A monster to deal with. This will be 3rd Drake for RNG though, if they can find it. But the Shy, he knows he's tanky. He knows that they can't bully him at this point.
Don't touch him.
Forwards, but will be poked out.
Light doesn't have ult yet. Light doesn't have ult. Let's play slow. No Kai's ult. No Kai's ult. No Kai's ult. No Kai's ult.
Keep the Shy top.
Chill out a bit. Let's get Malphite passive back.
Slowly but surely poked away.
Light has the static shiv available as well, so that's mid priority going over towards the side of Weibo Gaming. But you have vision control set up for them as well. Look at the deep wards that they have available on the map. They have complete knowledge of how RNG is going to position in this fight. And LP doesn't have the flash to get away from the Shy.
LP, time to lose LP.
Dangerous. Breathe has to step forward.
Malphite ult is going to be big here. Rel position is sick. Just make sure you hit it, the Shy. Just hit it on anyone. Big backline ult. Go for it, baby.
But is it worth your lives?
They could have pulled the trigger there and had a monster fight.
They back away. They realize this is not their fight.
It's only 3rd dragon.
It's crazy. They should have fisted him there. Like, why don't they fight?
On the feelers meant instant death. Crisp had such an amazing angle on the wall as well, but it at the end, it's just vision set.
Like, why can't we fight them in between towers here?
And now they're just gonna look to.
Bro, I feel like we had some kills there. They had no flashes on carries and they were walking up for that.
Crisp has spotted all of the recalls
Crisp?
by himself, and ultimates come out. Crisp is gone. That's the second time in this series that Crisp solo face checks an Annie and just gets one shot.
Gunzo, rip, bozo, bozo, rip.
The only person face checking.
Nice, we get a kill. Thank the lords. Now let's kill that Cassante fraud as well.
As Breathe suddenly alone underneath this tower. LP trying to get over there to protect his top laner. It's usually the other way around. All out onto the Shy. Has to use his ult defensively in the Moonlight.
Okay, that guy's too tanky.
RNG
He's building full MR because we have only magic damage.
So scrappy. Unnecessary deaths coming out of both Wei and Crisp, but still, you see, Weibo Gaming, they're going to use this reset time and then start planting down the vision towards that top side now. But Luma, they want to stop this back. Oh, the Shy blocking that. Really nice. What?
Oh, no. Luma, oh my god.
The Shy just baits it all out.
Tough one.
Dude, this game is a mess. It's my kind of mess.
Got it on camera. My eyes have gone through a lot today. Has to be said. I'll give them a break after this one. RNG though, keeping themselves competitive, but still 4 and a bit thousand gold down. At least this tower.
Can you build Kai'Sa like this? Can you go static shift Nashers, Rage Blade, and then like Kraken Lord Dominic's or something? Is that a build?
Crisp keeps himself shielded.
It's like hybrid, but AD instead of AP leaning.
Light and Xiaohu, both of them with an Asher's Tooth.
And once again, you see the ward placed on the blue buff allows for Weiwei to really look for those.
I feel like if he goes full AP, it's doomed.
Towards these major objectives. So RNG, they need to walk as a 5-man unit. Not going to be able to spot out that singular ward at the back.
Maybe Blade, I don't know.
I mean, LP, he has the Gale Force, he has the Flash, but he has to wait so long for all the abilities to come out before he can really walk up in confidence.
They're 4k hit, yeah, but don't just look at Cassante items and look at their Weibo's carries.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to get into these fights. That's the thing, there's so much front-loaded damage on both of these compositions that if you do misstep, unless you're like Breathe or the Shy, basically, if you misstep, you're going to get one shot. So it's a really tough one when you start to lose ground, because look at the way that this vision line is being pushed forwards by Weibo, slowly but surely suffocating RNG out. There is no vision in the area except
nice light. Keep it up, buddy.
Just outside of the pit, you can see it on the minimap.
Yes, sir.
They still have Baron vision for now.
Close.
Guys, Kai'Sa is so ridiculously OP. I don't know how to rate this champion.
That Raptor is...
It can go AD,
what was that Raptor doing?
It does just as much damage on either build, and it outranges everything in the AD pool right now. How do you counter this, Riot?
Now, it's a tough one to play against, but LP, I mean, Aphelios does plenty of damage
I
in the right
can see it,
fight.
but I can't see it, you know?
If they can find the right fight, that's the tough thing. I will say, it's quite a slow skill shot. It's pretty dodgeable if you can see it coming. Breathe, face checks in, takes a bit of a chunk. The Leandri's now online for Xiaohu as well. He's TP back into the play, and remember, is here so fast at dealing with the Baron. Should the situation arise.
Hard to do it, hard to do it.
From Lumao this time.
I like Threaten though.
Takes a little tap, but Weibo nervous to commit to anything at the time, as it's a minute until Drake comes up onto the map as well.
6 zombie wards towards the top side. 4 control wards placed down by Weibo Gaming. The map is entirely dark for RNG to walk into, and how does Tangyuan even manage to find a flank under these circumstances?
Oh my god.
They found
what the fuck?
The players of RNG in the jungle.
They got
here.
what? Brown sums?
The Unbreakable keeps himself alive.
Okay, it's something.
And he got a ward down that's not spotted by a control ward. That's a huge play from Lumao to get vision of the Baron area and get out with his life. Paranoia on cooldown too, but Breathe might have stepped too far. They've overstepped it. They thought that the recalls were coming on through. Weibo still committing
no flash
to
on
the
B-Realm.
area. They're going nowhere just yet, and the Shy is ready.
We don't have Nocturne ult.
Hovering over his R-key. But mid-prio,
maybe go Baron, the Shy can stall them.
Baron starts now by
they pushed him back far enough.
In the pit. They know that this is happening.
TP from
TP
Breathe.
being channeled. Here we go. Breathe wants to get into the action. Chris pushes him against the wall. Pulled back against
Chris
the
briefing,
team.
no
Now
shocker.
taken down. RNG might have found their moment. Flash from Light to keep himself safe. The Shy still in the midst of everyone.
We're
here.
fine. We're fine.
Weibo holding on to
We're
a
fine.
lot of
We're
ultimates.
fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Cutthroat decision making from the RNG.
Maybe we can go
squad, and they
4v5.
deny the
Kai's
ban
spacing, though.
From Weibo Gaming, instantly locking down Crisp as well. But that does mean Breathe no longer has the TP available, so Weibo Gaming can look for the attempt again. Tangyuan.
Tong Yuan's been caught, but Wei Wei has been the one.
Oh my god, the Shy, that was grief.
Safety, but flashed after.
Oh,
the Gale Force comes on through. Moonlight Vigil onto 2. They'd love to get onto Xiao here. The Shy trying to protect his mid laner. Light enters the fray as well, as these fights will just never end. They're endless. Weibo wanting to battle on. Wei blocks it with a clone, but not giving up on the dragon just yet.
Oh, Tangyuan, he's gonna hold over.
Oh.
Yeah, good job, Light. There's TP in there, TP in there. Let's take the fight.
They've started the Baron off with a TP
go.
From the Shy. He's moving in.
You got the Jack Show?
Jack Show. The W's
Need to go. They're gonna finish. They're gonna finish.
Available for him. Way the target's unbreakable's gonna
Nice.
block a lot of the
Yo.
to corral them into the pit. Xiao Hu saves the day for Weibo, and Wei is going nowhere. The Shy finishes the job.
That's what I'm talking about. Get this man. Dance on him. Dance on him.
With an ace.
We get Baron, we get Dragon, we get kills, we get 5, we get the Shy. Oh my god, it's 1.
Xiaohu on
It's
this
1. It's 1.
single-handedly bring this
It's
game
1.
back
It's 1.
into
It's
Weibo
1.
Gaming's control as they get both the
That's my
Baron
goat.
and the Dragon. It all started off
Xiaohu
with
not on
Weibo
Yone.
committing the ultimate to single out this Annie, but they weren't
Annie,
aware
Annie,
that there were 3 more people behind Tangyuan, and they completely turn on this. Oh,
Your
that was the
Tibbers
other
is
ultimate
dead, rat.
as it kills
Good
Tangyuan
engage
off
by
as
Chris.
that
Good
pit,
Xiaohu
but you
ult. He
see
ulted on the Wukong
everyone
E.
grouped up
You saw
into
that?
the Baron pit. Lumon's shield honestly
So that
blocked
Xiaohu
so
E,
much
Xiaohu
damage,
ult on the
but
Wukong E, look
amount
ready?
of ultimates stacked up here was
We're gonna
just
slow, bro.
absolutely insane. They had the smite, but they didn't even commit to the Baron
Back in the pit.
because they just didn't have enough time to finish it off. And I feel like this fight,
Yep.
it was a desperation play coming out of RNG.
That's the boys. They are them.
Absolutely insane ultimate from Xiaohu as well. All 4 hit, and it was as Wei was dashing towards them to try and get Cyclone off. Forces the flash out away as well. Phenomenal stuff.
Let's go,
I mean, Baron Pit, that is Azir's bread and butter. He loves to fight around Baron, and boy, did he get it. Light as well. 4, 0, and 6. 10 stacks on a Dark Seal on this Kai'Sa. He is firing on all cylinders.
Weibo.
On a face check. Okay, Blast Cone gets himself out to safety. That felt a little dicey for a second there as Breathe trying to defend in the bottom side, but against this Baron, not sure he can stick around here. Tower should be going down any second now as the Shy could be caught by
The Shy is
Raven.
fine. Don't worry about him.
Again,
Yeah?
like it's an 8,000
Don't worry about him.
gold lead.
He's
I'm not
doing
sure
something.
that this
He's
is a
doing some
fight
cooking
RNG
over
can
there.
really take.
And Weiwei's also working in the midway here. Xiaohu, he needs the voice stuff very soon, but I'm assuming the game's gonna
Menacingly
end
looks
before
at them,
there
doesn't
because
press R.
Light is completely online on the Kai'Sa now. That's shield gone from Lumao.
Certainly is, but that's a knockback on
Help!
Xiaohu. Maybe a
Help!
Here. Empress Divide
We win
to
those,
knock
maybe?
Towards Light. The exhaust comes on through.
Show me the child.
The 80 carry damage.
He can't move. He can't
finish
move.
The job. Light is still alive here, and in the
Oh my
meantime,
god,
Weiwei
fraud
is
Xiaohu
looking for an
again,
opportunity.
making us
Paranoia
lose.
is available right here. Weibo, 4 players. They could still look for something.
Breed is having a fantastic series on this Cassante. The Flash Q3
Not bad.
instantly locks down Xiaohu, who didn't have his own Flash available, and they managed to scrap back into
Not
the
bad.
game.
It's not the end of the world.
This
It's
was
fine.
the game kind of saving play because they were going to slowly suffocate through the macro play that Weibo
We
Gaming was
are
going to go
farmers.
through in mid lane and bottom, but you also have Lumao living on 1 HP because Tang Yuan had his shield on the Braum as well, so they trade 1 for 0 and they deny so much time from this Baron.
Yeah, absolute heroics from Breed there. And I will say, if RNG come back in this one, Breathe is the MVP no matter what, because taking out Xiaohu there has pretty much protected the
There's
inhibitor.
Stalker next to him.
As Baron now times out on the map. I thought there was going to be a follow-up from Weibo. I thought they were going to commit to a 4v5, but deciding in the end that they weren't feeling confident on the Paranoia, on Light using his ultimate to get back in, they decide against
It's okay, we can
Didn't
slow
wanna
it
give
down.
away bounties, potentially throw away their lead. Still 8,000 in their favor, so The one pick onto Xiao, as
I like
heroic
that
as it
visual
was
mask.
from Breathe. It is still very much Weibo in
But
control.
he needs more armor. That Annie is not a threat.
This game is still
Need more
very
armor.
much anyone's to
Need
take,
more armor.
because if you look at the items that Light has decided to take, it's the Magi's for 4th. So if Weibo Gaming make one mistake, if this Kai'Sa dies once, RNG can just explode the game out of control. As LP, he also picks up a mole, and he has a bit of lifesteal now up against the Azir and Kai'Sa, but still, Dragon Soul point for either of these teams. The vision is completely
Okay,
under
2 minutes on
Chris'
Nash, 1 minute
control.
30 on
Although
Drake.
This Rel has been getting caught here and there. I feel like the vision is just contributing so much for Weibo when it comes to macro.
Yeah,
Get that top tier
is.
too.
Weibo, like you say, vision dominance, denying everything from RNG. It's impossible for them to walk in. And remember, this is the fight for 6th seed. If Weibo can win this one, they will deny RNG the opportunity to contest them. This is Weibo fighting for their spot, fighting for round 2 of playoffs instead of having to play that first best of 5. And with a roster like this, when he came into the year looking like a team that should be a top team, you want them to be making it to top 6. You want them to be living up to that expectation.
It's been a crazy year so far for Weibo Gaming. They want to prove themselves.
Slow and
once
steady,
again
slow
with
and
the
steady,
opportunity
slow
of
and steady,
starting in that
slow and
6th
steady.
position for
10
the
stacks
summer
Magi's.
playoffs. But honestly, Breathe is doing everything in his might to stop that from happening on this Cassante as the game
We get
is
across
now
the finish
approaching
line.
30 minutes.
We get
have
across
absolutely
the
no
finish
rewards
line.
towards any objectives, but that's also Baron in 40 seconds.
We don't throw those. We don't throw
Dragons
those.
up in 10. And Weibo, they've denied all vision of the area from RNG. And RNG
We don't throw
can't
those.
even threaten a trade onto the Baron instead. LP is up in the top side of the map. They are giving up this Drake, guaranteed. It's going to be soul point now for Weibo. And not to mention, it's an Infernal Soul. 3 Infernal Drakes. On this is it. And you thought that Kai'Sa was doing damage with the W's before. 10 stack, Magi's finished off, and 1 dragon away from the Infernal Soul. Those W's are going to one-shot Squishies.
And I'm looking at Tang Yuan being a potential victim to that poke, but we'll have to wait and see because I feel like the final 5v5 is going to determine the outcome of this game. Still could go either ways, but Wei only being level 13, his smite isn't going to be as strong compared to Wei when it does come to a 50.
So what's the play? Is it just a Baron dance forced him out top side? They've got really good Baron rush. Their Baron force is good. Nocturne can take that red. They need to push them back, sweep out, push out top. Level 16 Malphite.
Xiaohu has been an absolute beast in game number 2, game number
Good
3
sweep.
today. He was
Get the ward as well. You fucking rat.
Like going back to comfort for him, and I'm glad that he has. I'm glad that he has because the Yone was not it. Baron is
Nice, we
back
got it.
up onto the map though.
Don't start it.
Once again, Weibo with
Wait.
vision control. It
Pokey
does feel
poke.
like they're
Push back
nervous to
slowly.
pull the
Nice.
trigger on any plays though. Like,
Mama?
They have had a massive gold lead for
Mama?
the last 10 minutes. And now they have to test it.
Why? They just gave up Nash position now.
Breathe TP's in the shy.
No, don't lose ult. Just flash better, flash better. If you're gonna die.
Stacking up the concussive blows, but the
He doesn't even move. He
Still
don't
has
even
that
flinch.
ultimate
Look, the
available.
king. You can't
And
do
now
damage to him.
Xiaohu's damage is starting to do wonders. Flashed on
Oh,
one
big!
Sonya's comes in. The Shy sets it up, but Light, exhausted, has to use his Sonya's and
That's the king.
Xiaohu is back on the
Yep. That's
in
him.
more ways than one. Wei chased down as the
Hit him.
last
Hit him. Give the kill.
remaining
Dance on him. Dance on him. Dance on him.
bastion of
Oh,
hope, but
baby. There it is.
As Weibo
That's him.
will secure themselves top 6 in the LPL.
Where are the fucking doubters? Where are you, rats?
An
Top 6
intense
secured.
Final game to finish off the series
Top
up
6
against
secured. You hear that?
RNG, but
Top
Light and Xiaohu
6.
have been playing out their minds, and even the Shy getting a 3-man ultimate on this Malphite. They are insane when given
Top
the circumstances,
6.
and they're going to be comfortably sitting in that 6th position now with RNG out of the
Top
conversation.
6. Let's see Dom's analysis of that team fight. I need to hear it.
Get up, bro. God damn, Azir's just chopping. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, no, he is
the Shy gets a fat one.
The Shy gets a fat
wait,
one.
wait, wait.
Nice exos. Good Brom shoot.
Oh, shit. Come on. Oh, no, it's over. Oh,
LP
it's
Oh.
over. Oh, no.
LP is
Oh, I
just
can
not
feel
good.
his tears.
He's just not good. He's not good enough.
The Shy is winning another game.
Win.
Yeah, he played good.
Shy fucking smurfed this fight, to be fair. He did a 3-man E, 3-man ult.
Yep.
Yeah, he
3-man
ulted
E?
the AD
No
carry.
way. Yeah, 3-man E
He
is
ulted the
actually
AD
pretty
carry with
impactful.
flash, and the AD carry didn't flash.
Bro.
Well,
Because it
What are all
slows
these
the text speed
haters?
up. That is pretty crazy, yeah. If you get a 3-man Malphite E off, sheesh.
Alright, rename it. It's not the nutsack, it's the delusionals again. Just rename it. Rename. Name change. Name change. I'm calling for a name change. Name change. Name change. Name change.
Deserve to lose. This Cassandra was playing outside of his mind, but unfortunately,
Name change.
to reach the 30-minute stage, the Azir is just a much more valuable champion compared to something
that's
like
perfect.
Annie.
That's perfect.
Honestly,
So they're
we
9 and
played
6
about how
now.
Xiao wasn't able to hit.
9 and 6. What does that mean? 9 and 6. They're the same as OMG, because OMG is gonna lose their next series. Oh my god, Dom's pedestal. Get off, get off, get off. Who does OMG play against? RA, they're gonna lose that. I can't wait to hate watch the fuck out of that series this weekend. Sunday, they're gonna lose. And when they lose, they'll be tied 5th. Tied 5th. And Weibo's gonna win, and then they're not tied 5th anymore. They're 10 wins, and then they're solo 5th. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be Zolo Bolo 10th, 5th. And then we're chilling. We go into playoffs first round. I don't know who we play against, but we're top 6. So that means bottom 4 will play first. Then they'll win their series and then play against top these 4 teams, and these 2 will be in double elim. Okay, no, we take that. We take those. That's huge. All right, chat. There's not gonna be any variety today because I've got things to do today, unfortunately. But I think tomorrow, because the games are shit tomorrow, we're just gonna do variety tomorrow. All morning, just variety. Maybe we'll just do variety from like 9 or 10 until like 2 or 3 p.m. We'll do variety all day. Thoughts? What do you mean I'm a liar? Chat, this series went on till 5 p.m. It was supposed to start at 1. It took 4 hours, that series. Bro. Guys. Oh no, 7-hour stream. Oh, big pace. Caedrel fraud. Shut up. Tomorrow we're gonna do 6 or 7 hours of variety, because the LCK games tomorrow suck as well. Sandbox KDF, Bro versus Hamolive. I mean, maybe we'll watch Bro versus Hamolive, but probably not. All right.
Pog,
all right.
Let's go, man.
All right. All right, chat. I will see you tomorrow morning. Be there.